link in the chat for the PHB in case someone wants to look at what I don't know, anything that they need to look at.
You did what now? Where now?
In chat, in the Roll20, there's a link to the player's handbook.
Gimme.
So I open that. Okay.
Yep. And then that way, if there's anything that we need to look up, like question-wise, or if you want to, I don't know, do certain things, you can always just look on there as well and check it out.
My race isn't even in
why
there.
is Legolas on the board? Legolas is on the board already.
Oh yeah, there he is. He put himself on there. You can put yourself on there. So what you do is you, for those of you who have not used Roll20 before, Pinrap and Ulfgar, you can drag your portrait onto the.
From where?
So from your open your character sheet.
Okay. You don't even have to do that.
Oh, well, Craig might have a hot key for it.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, chat might be open. You want to click on the journal first. The journal tab, and you'll see everyone's name. Just click and drag your name onto the.
Oh, someone already added me. I don't need to be added.
Yep.
How do I get this one away?
He's got to
click on it and delete. Click on it and delete.
You put your twin in the bush.
Oh, I tried to drag it off screen.
Well, one Ulfgar on screen is worth two in the bush. No. Nothing.
He's not deleting.
Mafungo. Mafungo.
Which one? How do you delete this thing?
Just click on it and click backspace.
Oh. Gotcha. We're gonna go have a drink at the pub, bro.
Okay, so here's how we're gonna start. You each. Oh my God! Where are you? All right, is everyone not in bushes or wherever they want to be? What the hell? All right, so Pinrap's already sleeping. That's fine.
Apparently, I'm being joined.
Oh God. Okay, so the two star-crossed lovers are already in bed together. That's totally fine. However, you guys want to do that. All right, so you each received independently a letter from Miss Hercule. And Miss Hercule has grown concerned that her children are missing and has sent for each of you separately. She's super excited that anyone responded to her letter at all, let alone so many people. As you arrive at the tavern, she tells you that she's paid for a room and a meal and has an expectation that you will familiarize yourselves with the town this evening and will set out to attempt to find her children in the morning. She has, she's ready to answer sort of any questions that she can, but she doesn't know very much. But other than that, the town is fairly lively. It's like a farming town of roughly 900 people, if you include like the farms. It has various different sections. There's a village hall. There's a general store. She actually runs the general store. There's a shrine, there's a jail, a blacksmith, and this is the Old Boar Inn.
What was her name again?
It's Hercule, like
right.
Dragon Ball
Miss
Z.
Hercule.
Right, Lady Hercule, right.
Lady
Yep.
What are her kids' names?
Her children's names are Talgin and Sharwin.
Not Raccoon? Okay.
No, not Raccoon. Not Raccoon and Goku.
And where was the last place that they were seen?
Well, they set off on an adventure.
Oh, shit.
Where?
To the Sunless, believe it or not, boys, to the Sunless Citadel.
Oh. Could Hercule, Miss Hercule, point that on a map?
Yeah, she just points like north.
That's all I need.
And she says, follow that road. Follow the road, the old road, and it will lead you right there.
Check.
Do I know anything about the Sunless Citadel? Have I ever heard of it?
Do a history check, and we shall see.
13.
You've heard of like general tales about it, but nothing specific. Just that it's a place that that has some some history to it, some lore, but you don't know exactly what that is.
So I set out tomorrow, right? Because this is the afternoon.
Yeah, so she suggests that, well, you get there in the evening. She suggests that you like take the evening and familiarize yourself with the town. Maybe in the afternoon tomorrow, stop by her general store. You can sort of ask her any other questions. You can load up on like if you need any goods or anything like that. There's some farmers at the outskirts of town. They usually finish up their work, in the afternoon or evening, like farmers do. And they would be willing to probably give you some more information about general directions and like what's been going on in the outskirts of town, etc. But that is what she suggests that you do.
All right. Well, Miss Hercule's lucky that Bungo's here. I'll save the day.
Yeah, she rolls her eyes pretty hard at Bungo.
Bungo doesn't even notice, doesn't care. What's...
Is there anyone else in the tavern? Or?
Yeah, there's tons of people. Like, it's just to consider it just like a very lively tavern. There's people drinking. There's people, there's obviously like a bartender that's like running around serving people. There's like card games going on. It's just like a very hustle and bustle sort of just packed tavern. Before Lady Hercule leaves, she sort of explains just in depth a little further. She's like, I'm so happy that you came. Thank you so much. You each have a room, or there's 2 rooms that you split between the 4 of you, and you have a meal and you have a drink on me. Come by the general store tomorrow afternoon, and I'll give you sort of all of the rest of the details about the quest that I want to send you on. But just enjoy the evening tonight. Have a good time, and and find out a little more about the town and about the locals.
How much is it per drink?
Very good question.
Well, you get one
Like
free.
a copper?
You get one free drink, and then what are the drinks in the PhD?
I get plenty of free.
They're like a
drinks.
copper a beer.
A copper, how much? Let's see. How much do each of you have? I'll scale it for you.
Dude, I get free beer. What are you talking about?
Free beer? Why would you get free beer?
Go up to the presents.
Oh, did you? Let's see. Pinrap doesn't have any.
I don't have any money.
You should have 15 or 14. Excuse me, 14.
Gold pieces or
Gold.
what?
Gold.
Okay.
You should have 14 gold.
I should?
Yes.
Where do I find that now?
Which is enough for like 140 beers. It's like almost a gross.
All right, so this is like a fairly this is like it's a large, but it's like a fairly rural town. So we'll say that it's like 5 copper a beer or something like that.
So gold is next to all the items that you're carrying.
Yeah.
The equipment section. Yeah, so I would like to buy a lot of beer for everyone in the bar.
Ooh, big dog.
Can I buy? Was it 1 copper?
5.
I would
5
like.
copper.
It's 5 copper. Oh,
It's 5 copper.
So what's that?
You guys are outsiders, clearly outsiders, and so when you go up to the barkeep Garon, who's a human male, and you ask him sort of how much a beer is, he's like, oh, for you guys, I'll make you a great deal. It's 5 copper.
Great.
Can one of us?
I will buy 40 beers, please.
Okay, yes, sir. So he obviously like holds his hand out for like a sack of
2
money.
gold. 2 gold. There
All
you
right,
go.
It takes the 2 gold.
Can I make an insight check to know that he's getting ripped off?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Bungo does not care.
Okay, so you know that he's like definitely bullshitting you guys.
All right, like I nod.
What you want to do with that information, by all means. But yeah, he's definitely fucking with you.
Everyone here, drinks on me!
And there's this roar, like everyone roars. Yeah, that guy's great, Bungo.
I am now
people are
standing on the
just,
table.
Yeah, people are just shouting your name, Bungo, 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 like everyone. Just
cheering them on.
It's just a roar, Bungo. It just keeps going. It just doesn't stop.
Fantastic.
I just kind of nod and pull a quill out from my ear and pull out a notebook and make a note and then put it back.
So the bartender, after he like gets all, it's just him, right? He's the only staff. So after he gets all the 40 beers together, which takes like a little bit of time, he he starts handing them to Bungo to hand out to everyone. So Bungo's doing that while he's on the bar, and everyone's still chanting Bungo. So the bartender leans over the bar, and he like leans over to Ulfgar, and he's like, hey, you look like a man who likes to drink.
Thanks, straight big dog.
I know that it looks like you downed your free beer pretty quickly. I've got an offer for you that I like to give to people who look like good customers. Are you interested?
Yes.
He goes, okay, so here's the deal. I can give you 1 drink for free, or I can give you a piece of advice for 10 silver.
A beer.
All right, so he gives you a free beer. Then he moves down to Pinrap, and he goes, Pinrap, same deal. You want a free beer, or you want? I think we even have some weird like fish beer that I can give you, and or I can give you a piece of advice for 10 silver.
Can I consult my to my right, the buddy to my right?
You can consult whomever you damn well please.
So I'm going to consult Ivaris on what I should do with if I should take the advice or not.
The advice is going to be you should have took the beer.
All right. So I'm taking the beer then.
All right. You also get a free beer.
Bungo.
Yeah, everyone's still like, it's just you can barely even hear.
Who got the
Okay,
golden touch?
Now that Bungo's singing, like everyone stops chanting Bungo. It literally goes dead quiet. It was like you couldn't hear over the sound of people chanting Bungo, and now like everyone's just staring at him. Like you could hear a pin drop in that place.
It doesn't stop. Bungo.
Okay, everyone starts roaring again. Like, Bungo, like everyone. You're now like a folk legend in this town, Bungo.
I mean, I am a folk hero. That's what I am.
There you go. It's perfect.
Bungo. Okay. I'm adequately happy. I will sit down and enjoy the rest of my meal.
So now you guys have an opportunity. I mean, you could. It's like it's moving toward the evening now. People are starting to like, just mill about. People are starting to get kind of drunk. It's like getting a little bit late. It's maybe like 10 or 11, like around that time. You guys have enjoyed like your nice meal. You've had some beers, etc. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm still nursing my first beer.
Okay.
I'm 100% passed out on the bar.
I'm waiting for more beer.
Me as a fish person, I'm pretty lightweight, so I passed out pretty quickly after my second beer.
Yeah, particularly since I gave you that like very special fish drunk beer.
Yep.
So what are you gonna purchase more beers, Ulfgar, or are you just get like?
I have no money.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna take.
Well, no, you should have money. I think Craig said, right?
I think he can just like go look peasant in the eyes though, and they'll see the pain and darkness.
Yeah,
you can give them a beer.
You could certainly start. Oh, you weren't giving money. That's right. You could certainly start. You could talk to people. You could try to like ingratiate yourself, or just like steal people. I don't know what.
I'm stealing people's beers at the moment.
Okay. All right. Well, are you gonna have a conversation with them, or are you just literally gonna walk up and take it?
I'm taking their beers.
Okay. Well, you're gonna need to roll an intimidation for that.
He's just looking in their eyes. Look, he's Ghost Rider. Look into my eyes.
So
roll an intimidation roll.
Roll an intimidation roll.
So it should just be a button click.
You just click intimidate on your character sheet.
Yeah, open your character sheet, and then scroll down, and you'll see like under skills. There's
Bingo.
Intimidation.
You got it.
All right, let's see. So a 17. Okay, so you go.
I think
up to,
his is set to always roll with advantage.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just take the first one. So you go up to like what kind of person do you go up to? There's like literally all kinds of people. There's farmers. There's like soldiers.
It's the farmers and the weaker looking people.
Okay, so you go up to like a fairly weak person and you take his beer from him, but it's like half. It's like half drank. Like you get like half a beer from that person.
Can I, with that perception, do I see this happening?
Yes, you very much see that happening.
I want to call him out, friendo. Hello. I can give you, no need to steal. I'll give you as much beer as you want.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Ulfgar.
Ah, I had an uncle named Ulfgar.
No, you didn't.
No, you're right. I didn't. But wouldn't it have been cool if I did? Have a beer. And I get to the bartender and say, here, my friend here needs beer. And I give him, what was it? It was 5 per?
5 copper, yeah.
So, sure. Let's give him 2 silver. Here's 4 beers, sir.
Thank you.
All right, the bartender takes the money and starts handing over those beers. He leans over. He's like, "Would you like the fish beer or the normal beer?"
Both.
All right, so he gives you 2 of each.
Yes.
Dude, my character has no limits.
Can I wake up from my drunken sleep and scan the room for babes?
Let's see. If you, yeah, sure. Roll me a. Should I make you roll
We're
me?
not even doing the adventure.
I know.
It's time to party.
Let's see what you should roll me to wake up from a drunken stupor. Okay. All right. Roll me a Constitution save. So
How do I do that?
under saving throws on your character sheet, click Constitution.
Saving throw. I'm gonna look for it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
find
sure.
it,
So
but-
if you look where your name is, and under that there's strength, under that there's dexterity, and it's like
Okay.
immediately to the right of dexterity.
Okay. So what was it I needed to?
Click the word Constitution.
Okay, I did it.
All right, 15. Yep. Okay, so you wake up from your drunken stupor. It takes like a little bit of work, and you're still like fairly groggy.
Damn right. All right.
All right, so now you want to see if there's any cute girls.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Pretty
roll.
face, man.
Or-
I need it.
Now
Big
roll.
mouth Billy Bass.
Now roll perception.
Perception.
So it's under skills. So it's under the tab headed under saving throws.
I'm looking for it. Perception. Oh man.
Uh-oh, Bungo's typing.
Okay, so yeah, you see that there are a couple relatively what you think are relatively cute looking girls in the bar. You're sort of drunk, you're a little groggy, but yeah, you see some cute looking girls in the bar.
Can I make out which one is the prettiest?
Yeah, I mean you can like sort of pinpoint which
Okay.
one is the prettiest. She's like
And
like
I
a
don't
very
know how to-
is she alone?
she's at a table with other people, but it doesn't look like she's like with anyone. She's blonde. She looks like a farmer. She looks like she's there like with her farmer
I mean,
friends or something.
Does she have any like friends that are female with her, so I can bring one of these chaps with me?
Yeah, she's with 2 other women.
All right, so I'm gonna bring.
No fish though. It's mostly
Oh.
humans and halflings in this town. Sorry.
Damn. All right. I don't know. That might be a deal breaker. No, can I bring Bungo, Mafungo, and my Ulfgar friend?
You can ask.
me?
You can ask them if they'd like to accompany you.
Wait, where is? So I walk over to Mungo Babungo, or what's his name there, the Bungo Mafungo, and I ask him very politely in his ear if he wants to accompany me for fun and adventure.
Bungo's always up for adventure, but I have to go tomorrow to find someone's kids.
That's a coincidence, 'cause so do I.
What? No way. You should accompany me to find these kids.
I never really thought about that, having a companion. I'll think about it.
Well, I'm going to save those kids, no doubt about it. So you should just follow me anyway.
Oh, that's a very compelling argument. I guess I will.
Bungo. So charismatic, Bungo. I love it.
I lean back in my stool towards Bungo and say, I assume that the 4 strangest looking people in this bar are all here because of Miss Hercule.
You just see like Garen's like wiping down the bar, and he like slides by you guys like really slowly, and he goes like, "Yep," and he just like keeps cleaning the bar like as he just like moves by like very slickly.
No, I forget about my dwarf friend here, so I just walk back to the table of the ladies with my newfound companion, Bungo.
Yeah, this whole town, basically, you guys stand out like a sore thumb. This whole town is like all you see is humans, and then there's like a couple halflings, and maybe like you might have seen one dwarf, but it's
I know
all
what
humans.
humans look like.
So
I've seen humans.
we're gonna walk up to that table of the blonde lady.
Okay,
with
who's we?
Bungo. Me and Bungo. I forgot about my dwarf friend because I'm drunk.
Okay. All right. So she's just sitting with her friends and like a bunch of other on a long, like imagine like a long, like Oktoberfest-esque table with like a bunch of people there.
So I immediately go into my fish style courtship dance, and it's mildly disturbing. It involves me dancing on the table in front of her, public thrusting.
Okay, roll a performance.
Okay, I have a great performance skill.
Okay, all right. So she like is not. It's hard to tell. All right, now roll a perception. Let's do this. Roll a perception. Okay, so you can't quite tell if she's into it, but like she's looking at you.
Not bad. So
Yeah, her and her friends are looking at you, like, and you can't exactly tell like if it's the like really dope dance that you're doing, or if it's the fact that you're like a fish, or what it is. But it looks. I mean, you know, she's definitely looking at you.
I stare over to Bungo, expecting him to chime in with his amazing singing voice.
Bungo is too drunk to speak at the moment.
Oh, Bungo. I guess I'm just gonna stop dancing and take a seat next to her and try to catch a conversation.
All right, she's talking about like with her friends. She's talking about like a new farming utensil that her dad got. Like, oh my God, did you see that new plow that so and so had? It's so cool. It like plows fields and carrots. Like, awesome.
I So I instantly lose interest because I hate farmers, but I want to learn something about the town. So I ask her if there's anything that's going on in the town that's worth or I guess interesting.
Sure. She's like, well, you're a fish person, so that's interesting.
So I basically I jump back to my previous mission of trying to get with her, and I'm like, well, if I'm interesting, would you like to come spend some time with me alone?
She's like, well, that's sort of weird because you're a fish.
Well, yeah, but fish people are the coolest. I mean, come on.
Roll a persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
7. Okay. So she's like, no, I've never met a fish person. You don't seem that cool.
All right. So I give up on the whole night. I just sort of sulk back into a corner by myself.
Okay.
By the bubbling treasure chest, presumably.
I get fascinated by this random treasure chest in the corner of the room, putting bubbles out.
You open it? Or do you open it, or you just stare at it from the outside?
No, I'm just staring at it.
Okay.
Does anything come out of my thing?
Yeah, I'm looking. So he like whisper. He like he nods to you, like he knows. I was just replying. He nods to you, like he recognizes that you know. He knows that you know that that he knows that you know that he knows that you know that what he was doing. And so he like nods and like continue and goes back to doing what he should be doing.
Cool.
All right. Anyone else? Ulfgar, anything you want to do?
No, not at the moment.
All right. At this point, like the night is sort of wearing down. Like people are sort of like stumbling out a little bit. The bar's starting to clear out. Garen asks if anyone needs anything else, as he's like starting to close up and like clean up the tables and things of that nature. And he says, "If you gentlemen are done, I can show you to your rooms."
That'd be great, thanks.
I quickly ask Garen if he's spinning.
He says, "No, but you sure? I've never seen a fish puke before, but I would imagine that that's what it looks like." And he like points at you.
Alright,
Wolfguard
so,
grunts.
He like kicks a bucket in your direction too.
alright. I curl up in a ball where I'm sitting with the bucket.
Okay, so he like looks at Ulfgar for a minute. He's like, "All right, I'll take you to your rooms. Can you pick up that fish thing, please?
Ugh.
You look strong. I'll give you an extra beer to go to bed with if you pick up that fish thing and bring him to bed."
Deal.
All right. Okay, so he shows you to your room. It's just a basic room. There's 2 beds in each room. Lady Hercule had reserved 2 rooms. Oh no, that's not true. There's 1 room with 4 beds. That's the room that she reserved for you. So y'all go back there. Garen carries the beer and gives it to Ulfgar when he gets there and drops the fish wherever he wants to drop the fish with the bucket. He puts the bucket down in front of the fish too.
I dropped
and
the
he's
fish
like,
off in the red bed.
okay. And so he just sort of like nods to you guys and says like, "All right, have a good night. We'll see you in the morning." And he leaves.
Halfway through the night, I sneak back to my fish.
Ooh, fish. All right, seriously, this is a better love story than Twilight already. A dwarf and a fish man in love.
No, I'm fully asleep during this whole.
He
ordeal,
doesn't
so-
know that
Yeah,
I'm
I
in
don't
his
know.
bed.
I really
How
don't know.
drunk is everybody else in this room?
So
I'm hammered, by the
yeah.
way.
the fish man's fairly drunk. Fish beer is like known to be very effective on fish. Very effective. What is it? Pinrap is fairly intoxicated. Ulfgar has been drinking all night long, so he's fairly intoxicated. Bungo has the stamina of a god, and so he just you couldn't tell if he had 100 beers or 1. You just like can't even tell. And you are not intoxicated. It does not seem, unless you feel like you are.
Bungo also
No.
chants his name in his sleep, so it's Bungo.
Oh, Jesus.
Bungo,
Yeah.
Bungo. It's definitely, and it definitely does not annoy any of you.
Can I quickly ask who has the nightmares?
Sure. Who has the nightmares?
Yes.
I have nightmares.
Perfect.
And you guys are sleeping in the same bed together. So
So I
Yes.
have a trinket that gives us like weird dreams when it's next to my bed, which it is. So,
oh, okay. Let's look at this trinket for a second.
I do not sleep. I only meditate.
Where is the trinket, Booby?
that's a good question.
So it was on the trinket table that we rolled it.
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember which one it was?
It was like a figure of a nightmarish creature that gives you unsettling dreams in your sleep.
Nightmare-inducing trinket.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's very specific. All right, so
Maybe that's why I crawled in this bed.
all right, all right. Ulfgar has a nightmare, but he cannot. When he wakes up, he cannot remember it. That's not to say that he won't remember it sometime in the future, but he does not remember it immediately. So are you guys going to, well, those of you who sleep, nod, nod, wink, wink, are you going to take a long rest, which is like an 8-hour, like a normal course, like an 8 hours roughly of sleep? Are you going to take a short rest, which is, I don't know, like it could be, anything between, say, 2 and 4 hours or something along those lines?
I can't sleep for longer than an hour at a time.
Oh, you're right. Okay, well, so are you just going to do that over and over and over again through the...
Yeah, like for 8 hours straight, because that's the only way you can recoup all of your stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
true. Okay,
I'll take a long rest.
Okay.
I'll take a long rest as well.
All right, great. Okay, so you all wake up in the morning, and you hear just some like clinking and whatnot from it's probably like, we'll say it's like 8 or 9 a.m. You hear some clinking from the other room. It seems like people have been are moving in for breakfast and things of that nature before they have to go like to their various jobs in the morning. So you can head out into you could certainly head back into the tavern. There's a whole host of things that you could do in town. Miss Hercule's shop opens like in the afternoon, so you can sort of scout the town for a little bit if you would like, get some provisions elsewhere, chat with some people about what they know about kids, or there's a whole bunch of things that you could do in this town.
So
You mentioned the previous night there were some soldier-looking folks in town. Are there any soldier-looking guys in the bar this morning?
Yes, there's 2 soldier-looking guys in the bar this morning, and it looks like they're just sort of chatting idly over breakfast.
I would like to approach them.
Sure.
Excuse me, sirs. You have a look of militiamen of some sort about. Do you know anything about the Sunless Citadel to the north?
All right, so roll a persuasion, or let's see, what else could we have you? You're not necessarily persuading them per se.
Investigation?
Yeah, sure. Roll investigation. That's good.
Ooh.
All right, good. So they sort of like grunt at first, and then they, they're like, oh, we don't know a whole lot. We're just like random mercenary jailer people, but we do know that, it was like it used to be inhabited by dragon cultists and built by dragons and things like that.
My goodness.
Can I walk
Anything?
behind him?
Yeah, sure. You can
And just try to be intimidating.
But sure, roll an intimidation check.
Oh God, where is that? Intimidation. Here it is.
Okay, so they're just like, fuck off, fish man.
Oh.
Ulfgar walks in.
All right, you gonna roll an intimidation too?
Ulfgar intimidates.
All right, roll intimidation.
I walk away as soon as that's happening.
Okay, all right. So they're like
Yep.
super scared, and they're like, okay, sorry. I'm sorry I messed with your boyfriend. He's a very nice fish. And so he's like, all right. So I just know that like the Sunless Citadel is like not a great place. You don't really want to be going around there. There's like a lot of unsavory types hang out there. There's goblins and kobolds and all kinds of crazy stuff going on over there. I stay in town. I just stay in town and I keep the peace here. I don't know a whole lot. I'm sorry for saying that, Fishman. I will never say another bad word about fish ever again.
I just grunt.
I take their beers.
They have orange juice. That's the first thing.
I take their orange juice. Okay.
Okay. Do you drink it?
Yes, I drink
Yeah,
it.
we wait for it to ferment.
They were actually screwdrivers. There was vodka, so you get a nice buzz.
That's okay.
Now,
No.
me hearing about all those kobolds and stuff, I get super excited and run on a tangent for about half an hour about some random experience I had with those, because I have a story for it.
Wow, people in chat are suggesting that our fish is a koi boy.
Yeah, oh yes,
Koi
he's
boy?
a koi boy. Oh my, Pinrap the koi boy. Yes.
Yeah,
he's a koi. He's definitely a koi boy.
Is that like saying fuck boy normally?
So it's like how so like there's like a whole thing about soy boys now. And it's like a meme.
What?
So like a koi
That
boy
seems
is
super
Soy
racist.
boy?
That seems
Yeah.
super racist.
no, no soy in the sense. Oh god, I think it's more of like a derogatory thing about not about Asians, Greg. Good lord, about just like soy and like soy milk, not.
Soy milk wasn't invented back then.
Goodness.
Never mind. He's a koi boy anyway, so.
Alright.
Catfish milk.
Koi joy boy toy. Yeah. Okay, Casey. Exactly that. All right. So what would you guys like to do? So you're in the tavern. There's a couple people around. There's the mercenaries. There's just a couple like it seems like farmhands, maybe like a merchant or two. Just sort of people coming and going a little bit, grabbing
I'm
breakfast.
going to a farmhand and I'm asking him for horses to ride.
All right.
Horse now.
Okay. You roll investigation.
Oh, this is gonna be atrocious. Here we go.
Holy. Okay. So he's like, yeah, definitely.
Ulfgar win.
I can't really do anything. Like, I can't give you a horse or anything. I have like 2 copper to my name. I work for like a scraps. But But I know a farmer, and I mean, you could definitely go talk to him about it. He might be able to help you. I think he knows a bit about, like, he's sort of on the outskirts of town, and so he knows a bit about sort of the travel, the road that you have to take to the Sunless Citadel. So you could definitely go, definitely talk to him about it. He gets off work about maybe 5 or 6 p.m. You could talk to him.
I want to go now. 5, 6 seems so late.
We should get provisions and then just go to his farm.
What provisions do you need?
What do we have?
Well, it depends on how far away it is.
That's true. How far away is the Sunless Citadel?
The Sunless Citadel is. It's hard to say. You didn't really like gather that from what they said. They just said
Fair
like
enough.
up the road, but you're not exactly sure, at least at this point, how far away it is. But the farmhand is like scuttling his way out, but he's like, just when you start heading out of town, look for the cattle ranch. Look for the cattle ranch. That's where I work.
Okay.
Ask for Thomas, and I'll come out.
Damn right, I'm gonna ask for Thomas.
All right, so he scuttles off.
All right.
So
So,
to the farm.
yeah, sure. I mean, it's
So
on
just-
the way. It's on the way to the Sunless Citadel.
Just a quick refresher. There's a city hall, right? There's
Shouldn't we go to the general store?
Right, there's a
The
general
lady
store.
told us to go.
Right, that's where Lady Hercule
Yeah.
works.
All right.
So we go to the general store first.
Is the city hall where the town guard would be headquartered?
No, well, not really. The village hall is just sort of like the center of government. So that's where like the mayor is. There's a jail, and that's where sort of all of the constable and like anyone who is involved in like keeping the peace and like any sort of like military-esque way would be.
It might be worth talking to the constable of this town first before we go to the general store, and then we can probably find out from him how far it is.
The general
to
store
Citadel.
and the general store opens about noon. Like it doesn't open first thing in the morning. It opens about like around noon, so you probably have a few hours to kill anyway before the general store.
Well, we should ask where this woman lives, because if we don't need anything from the store, we should just like get the information we need and get going. Burn in daylight.
I agree.
Yes.
Barkeep.
And Garen like pops up literally from out of nowhere, like at the bar, like, "Hey, what can I do for you?" Bungo.
Yes. Where does Madame Hercule live?
She lives up the road a bit. It's sort of the big house, the big red house on the right.
Are there many big red houses? I didn't pay attention coming in.
Yep, they're all big red houses.
Wow.
All the rich people live in big red houses.
Could you be more
There's
specific?
only one
then?
on the right.
I'm not here
She's
often.
There's 3 or 4 on the left, and then there's 3 or 4 on the right. I think I've never been there. She's never invited me to her house, unfortunately. But I think, from what I've heard, it's the second one on the right.
Good enough for me. Let's go.
All right, so are we going to the city hall right now, or are we going to her house?
Gotta wake her up. Save her kids. She should be happy.
All right.
Right.
So let's see. I'll put you guys.
Bungo.
I'll put you guys.
You
on...
keep singing, Ulfgar's gonna take a swing at you.
Oh.
God, I hope her house is the direction we're all going.
No, it doesn't matter. There's not. I don't think there's even a map for her house. We'll put you guys on this one.
Bungo's gonna sing. That's
Not
just
very-
kind of his thing.
That's not very helpful per se, but this will be like the random town map. Okay, so y'all walk to her house.
This will be her house, I guess.
No, I said it was a red one.
Where the red
So it's
house?
this one right here on the side.
Probably this
Sure,
red one
okay,
on the
yeah.
right.
Okay, so
No,
all right,
that's on the left.
all right, so okay, so you knock on the door of that
Oh,
red
wait, scroll up.
second
This
house.
is the house.
All right, so you all spread out and knock on all the doors of the red houses in town.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
I'll take this one.
All right. All right, so Ulfgar, roll an investigation check. Okay,
It's
so
our house.
yeah, so not only is it not her house, but like someone opens the door, a human woman opens the door and says the absolute most vile things you've ever heard about like dwarves. Like, you short, fat little shit, get out of my yard. And like
Is
and then like
Ulfgar
servants,
turned on.
yeah, then like servants come out and like 6 or 8 servants, like just servants keep pouring out of this house like you've never seen, so like a clown car, and they just push you all of them push you like off the property and slam the gate, say stay out, you
No.
short little shit.
No.
All right, who's next?
Can't
It's
wait.
not okay.
Oh, definitely me. I'm knocking already.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all right, we'll go with Ivaris. So Ivaris knocks on the door and just doesn't get an answer at all. No one answers the door.
Pinrap.
Pinrap.
Okay.
All right, not bad. So someone opens the door. It's a halfling man, and he says, "Are you a fish?
I say no, I'm not. A
Am I?
fish. I'm not
Am
trying-
I? Am I dreaming right now?
Yes.
Is this real life?
Yes.
No, of course you're dreaming. It's all a dream.
What
You
can
should
I?
let me in your house.
What can I do for you, coy boy?
I see. I seem to be lost. Do you mind giving me some directions to this lady's name that I don't remember?
Hercule? Oh yeah, she lives in the red house on the right.
Oh yeah. Which red house is this in particular? Can you bring me to this house?
He just points. He like points across the way, like over there, the red house on the right.
I know. I know this
fish
is a
not have-
lost cause.
Do fish not have good sense of direction outside of the wall?
No, not at all.
All right. Well, I'm sorry I can't do more. Have a nice day, coy boy. And he shuts the door.
All right.
I smashed this person's fence down.
All right, Craig. Bungo. No one answers the door. No one answers the door for yours either.
All right, I want to knock louder.
Okay.
How can I do that?
Okay. Roll. I just roll in like a strength save.
How about a dexterity?
No strength. Yeah. Okay. You actually managed to knock quieter than you did the first time.
Can I try to open their door?
Sure. Absolutely. So do a sleight of hand.
All right, fantastic.
Okay. So yeah, you
Ooh.
just the door wasn't even locked. You just swing it wide open.
All right. Hello, Mrs. Hercule. I just walk right in.
Sure. So you see like a fairly nice house. It looks like a fairly wealthy person lives there, but you don't see any people. You just walk into like a foyer, like a nice foyer. There's like a big, large staircase leading up. You see like some different like hallway with some different doorways and stuff, but you don't see any people.
Can I help myself to their food?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you could look for the kitchen.
Oh, I'm very happy.
Yeah, you're breaking down a fence. Get away from me.
Oh, Ulfgar's in the house with you.
No one else is there. It's just Bungo. No one else is there. Everyone was doing their own thing simultaneously. You're all where you were.
Oh, okay.
Bungo's
Roll on.
Ulfgar's just crying outside the gate of the house that he was at. Just crying because of all
Nope.
the insults.
There goes their windows.
No, you are locked out of the fence. You are outside.
I broke their fence
on the
down
street.
already.
Okay, you're definitely gonna get arrested if you keep up this behavior.
I
All right,
am
so
just making myself at home.
sure. So you're just
sweet.
chilling on this couch. You're like eating grapes or whatever that they just have out.
Totally.
Yep. You're having a grand old time.
Mhm.
You don't hear like anyone. You don't see anyone. Like you're just living it up in this.
Yeah, totally. I just waiting for the residents to come home.
Sure.
Completely
Hiding
natural.
in the bush now.
I'm gonna.
All right. So how much?
And I assume I'll be meeting them later.
Yeah. So how much time, Craig, passes while you're in this house?
Just a couple minutes.
Oh.
Bungo doesn't really have that much patience. Maybe like 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, you don't see any. You still don't see any people.
All right, I'm out. I'll leave the door open though.
So she knows.
All right. So we'll say like maybe I don't know 30 or so minutes have passed. So we'll say it's like 9:30ish. So there's not a whole lot of people in the street. There's some people in the street, but it looks like sort of for the most part everyone's like doing their job. They're farming or there's some soldiers like marching up and down the streets and just general hustle and bustle, but nothing crazy.
Can I knock on the next door?
Sure.
Sweet. Trick or treat.
All right. So a halfling woman answers. Hello. How can I help you?
Guten Tag, my fair Fraulein.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means, but
It means sup.
Can I quickly run and join Bungo?
yeah, sure. You can all be with Bungo now if you want. It's been like 30 minutes. If you so desire, you can be with Bungo.
I'm a halfling, you're a halfling. I'm just trying to get some information.
Sure. What can I help you with? Oh, is that a fish?
Yeah,
You
no,
mean
no. Yeah, no, it's like a dog. You take him out for walks. he goes to the bathroom, not on your yard. You pick it up, of course.
All right.
And then you move on.
Pinrap, roll an intimidate. Well, let's say a charisma save. Roll a charisma save.
Charisma save. Okay.
Bungo, I'll let you roll a charisma. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
Okay, so she's like, "Oh my god, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. You have a fish, man. You have a pet koi boy.
Of course I do. Of course.
My, you are the coolest.
You mean you don't?
What
My
can
name
I most
Bungo.
certainly
you've
do
heard of
not.
me.
I most certainly do not have my own koi boy, but I would love one.
Well, I mean, when you're a folk hero like me, the great Bungo Mafungo, you acquire things like fishes.
I guess so. My name is Sal.
Sleep
My
with
name is
fishes
Sal.
from time to time.
Oh God. Okay, so now she's like, all right. She's like, okay, maybe too much. I did just meet you, so maybe too much.
So Sally, how do I get in that valley? Huh? What's up?
Which valley? I mean, you literally just told me you bagged fish, so maybe. All right, roll a persuasion, Greg. If you're gonna tell people you have sex with fish, then you're gonna have to. It's gonna be a high DC. Yeah, she's like, you and your fish dick are definitely not getting in this valley.
I'm poly everything. It's all love.
She's like,
I'm all about love.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm all about love.
Yep.
So I'm looking for Mrs. Hercule. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Yeah, she's go to the general store.
No. She's said to live right around here. She told us to come by.
Yeah, I'm not sure I feel comfortable telling fish fuckers where Miss Hercule lives, so maybe
But we're
the
doing
general
so well, Sally.
store. Yeah, then you said some very weird things, so.
But I'd said it very well though, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes it's not about what you say; it's how you say it.
Yeah, but also it's about what you say. So have a nice day, gentlemen. And she just shuts the door in your face. So she shuts the door. I mean, you guys are.
I quickly ask him when this fish intercourse took place.
Can I take out some breadcrumbs and try to feed it to the fish?
Of course. Yeah,
There you
definitely.
go.
Dex
Leave me
save.
alone.
Dex save.
Sure.
Can I try to slap it out of his hand afterwards?
Yeah, each of you roll a dex save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Craig. No, Craig.
It's Bungo.
Yeah, so
You're not getting Bungo.
Yeah, so you like go to slap it out of his hand, and he just pegs it into your mouth, like right, just like crumbs. He threw like literally a handful of crumbs, like 100 crumbs or something in his hand. Every single one of them made it in your mouth. Slap a single one out of the air.
Bungo bullseye. Yeah. Trying to make that happen. What do you think? Workshopping that.
All right, so we'll say like it's 10 o'clock. What do you guys want to do?
Is this the house down here?
No, we'll say that's the jail.
Okay.
What am I in? Just like a store?
Oh yeah. So what's going on with I want to go to the next house. I mean, there's more houses.
Jeez,
All right.
dude, you flew to the opposite side of the town.
Okay, so we'll say that
I'm fast.
Yeah, so what the houses will be, the rest of the houses will be on the left, we'll say over here. There's
Okay.
there's 3 more houses that are like readily available in that area that I haven't checked yet.
Well, there's 3 of us. That seems like we should each roll. I think Ulfgar needs to try again to this
I'm
people's skill.
splitting.
He needs to work out new
very
people's
much
skills,
so.
Ulfgar.
Okay, so
Practice.
I'm going with the
Oh,
Bungo.
no, yeah, so we'll say that this that is going to be. We could probably label these things, but like these will be the houses. These 3 on the left will be the houses. These. 3
Yoink.
Okay.
What about this red one?
Yeah, that red one was checked already by
Yes.
Pinrap.
Oh, okay.
So the 3 up there are the ones that need to be checked.
Sure.
I mean, if it's
Sure.
checked by me, it doesn't mean he was checked by him, right? I mean, I didn't get anywhere.
All right, Ulfgar's got to make good on his.
Okay, we'll see. Pinrap, you go first. Top to bottom.
And that is a investigation.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Yeah, roll an investigation.
Jesus.
Okay, so yeah, no. Someone opens the door and goes, "Oh fuck," and just slams it. Not, literally, and then you just hear, like after slams, you just hear him go like, "Not today."
That's still nicer than what happened to me in my first house.
Not today. Like just, and then he just goes. You just hear silence. All right,
there we go.
Ulfgar, it's your turn.
Oh,
Okay, so someone opens the door. It's a huge woman, and she's like, "Can I help you?"
I'm looking for what's her bucket.
I don't know any Miss What's Her Bucket. Sorry.
Looking for the general store owner.
Yeah, yeah, you should probably check the general store. Have you tried that?
Okay.
All right, well, I'm glad I could help you.
Okay.
Did you need anything else? Or knocking on the general store?
Can I call for Bungo, the people person?
You could try shouting.
I need Bungo.
Okay, she just goes
Stay
like,
here. I'm
she
bringing
just
someone back.
She just goes like, "Okay, well, good luck finding your Bungo," and closes the door.
I'm not
All
very
right.
good with people.
Okay, Bungo, roll your investigation. Or I get you can either roll your okay, never mind. All right. So another half elf, halfling, another halfling woman opens the door, and she says, "Oh, hello. Wait, let me guess. I was in the bar last night. Are you Bungo?"
It is I. It is I.
Oh, that was everyone was so happy. We were chanting your name, Bungo, 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 and then people in the house start also like other people you don't even see. Like you just hear people
Oh my
Bungo, Bungo. You're like, she was like, "Yeah, we were all out last night. It was great."
Yeah, no, that's a nightly occurrence. That's what happens.
You are so wonderful. So what brings you to my humble abode?
You know, we were Miss Hercule. She had asked to try to find her kids, and I was going around making sure that everyone understood to keep a lookout for them.
Stop! What is the crumpling?
Wow,
Okay.
That's aggressive.
Yeah, no more crumpling.
Jeez.
Sorry, I had something in my throat there.
Okay, no problem.
And I just wanted to make sure that you guys were doing okay. I saw you last night, and how could you not? And I just want to make sure that nothing weird was happening with you guys. And if you have some extra time, perhaps you could point out to me where Miss Hercule lives.
Yeah, sure. I think she. Well, first of all, I just really appreciate the good time last night. We're doing great in here. A lot better since we had such a fantastic evening. Really brightened up our week.
Can I
also,
give her the wink and the gun? Can I give her the wink and the gun?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She like is really into the wink and gun.
I mean, who isn't?
Yeah,
Of course
that's very true. So she's like, yeah, I think almost time for her to open up the general store. So she might be there, or she might be in that red house across the way, like the middle. You know where the red houses are? The one in the middle.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. And just like as you say that, like people just go like Bungo, but like the house is just Bungo. Like even as she closes the door, like you can still.
I give them fist pumps.
Oh yeah.
Fist
Like
pumps in the air.
you could still hear. It's just raucous. Like as you walk away, you can still hear them shouting. Bungo.
This is the day that Bungo came into their lives was one of the most joyous days of their life. For me, it was just Tuesday.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? It's like we'll say it's nearing 11 now.
I'm at the jail seeing if the constable is in.
Sure. Yep, the constable is most certainly in.
I just
Good morning, constable. My name is Ivaris, passing through town and happened to speak with Miss Hercule, whose children are missing. Said they headed towards the Sunless Citadel, and I was wondering if you could tell me anything about it. And I
She's like,
pull
yeah,
out my notebook and pen.
She's like, sure, happy to help. So my name is Fellow, and I am, I know a bit about it. I mean, I've lived here for quite a while. I mean, I know that the old road leads sort of north from here to there. I mean, if you just follow it, you'll eventually get there. It's not too far away. Um, is there anything specific you wanted to know? I mean, that there was that disappearance.
How many days travel?
I mean, maybe about a day or two. It just depends sort of on how quickly you guys go. If you have like horses or you go on feet. I mean, obviously it could change, but it may be a day or two by foot.
Okay. What race is Fellow? Human?
She's a half elf.
Half elf.
Mhm.
You mentioned a disappearance. When was this?
Yeah, a bunch of people have sort of disappeared. They, well, I mean, a couple. I'll say it this way. So a couple people, including Talgan and Sherwin, they went to go check out the Citadel, and they just never came back.
When did Talgan and Sherwin leave?
It wasn't too long ago. Maybe a couple months, or maybe like a month. We'll say. Like it wasn't too long ago, but it was long enough that it's fresh in everyone's mind. I mean, it's only a couple days away, and they said that they'd probably try to like scope it out over the course of like a week or so. And it's been a week or two since then, and they haven't come back yet.
How old are they?
I mean, they're like we'll say in their almost maturity. We'll say age, whatever.
12 or 13?
Yeah, they're
What
no,
a common
no,
saying,
sorry.
Constable.
They're humans. No, they're humans. So they're like 18 and 19. We'll say.
And are they? Would you say that you know them at all?
I mean, I know they grew up. I grew up here, and they grew up here, so I knew them fairly well. Yeah.
Are they competent, or are they going to bungle it up?
No, they're very competent. They're very competent. I mean, Talgan is a wonderful fighter. I mean, he was one of the best fighters in town. I mean, I was trying to get him to come be a guard with me, but he was more interested in adventuring. And his sister Sharwin, she was a great wizard. I mean, she was again one of the best young wizards in the town.
Do you know anything about the Citadel itself? What we might expect to run into there? I've heard rumors of goblins and kobolds, perhaps bandits even.
Yeah, do make a history check, intelligence check. Let's see, what do I want to? Either or will work. You can do an intelligence save, or you can do a history check, whichever you prefer.
14.
Okay, so he says, well, or she says, yeah, there's maybe some bandits on the way, perhaps. I mean, oftentimes people try to break in. There's a lot of stories about it just being like a wonderful treasure trove of gold and riches and all kinds of ancient sort of like weapons and all kinds of stuff. But so there might be some bandits, but usually people are afraid of the I don't know, the creatures that come out of the forest on the way there, and then also seems to be a bit of a war going on between the goblins and the kobolds to see who can take over. I mean, that's at least what I've heard from the one or two people who have come back over the years.
Well, fellow, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. And I head out.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're probably at like an 11:30.
I know you're not about to take my.
What do you guys?
Is there any bodies of water around this area?
Yeah, there's a trough that you're standing at.
Oh, perfect. Can I just lay in it just because?
Yeah, sure. Yep, there's there's pack animals that are drinking out of it and stuff.
I shove all their faces out and just to lay in it.
Okay, roll a strength check.
All right.
Strike safe. Yeah, you like push a couple faces out, just enough that like you can get in without like being uncomfortable. But
Perfect. Not bad, not bad. That's all I'll do. I just want to relax, in the water for a bit.
okay, people are, like the people walking by are like definitely looking at you oddly, but that's fine.
Yeah, I walk out of the jail, look over, see that, and then just turn around and walk back in and shake my head.
So Phelan goes like, "Oh, you're back, hey."
Can I do like a
It's
bouncing
pretty
beam?
foolish out there.
She's like, "Oh, that fish man. I heard about him last night."
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna collect myself here for a few minutes.
Yep, whatever you need.
Don't mind.
All right, Bungo, what are you doing?
I wanted to do a balance beam act on the side of the trough.
Yeah, you tried a couple times, but you keep falling down. Not into the water, but just like you can't keep your balance.
Yeah, it's slippery.
Yeah. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Too much wind. It's not my fault.
It's almost time for the general store to be open.
I want to go smash that jerk's house in.
You can try. I mean, you can certainly try.
So
Yeah.
where's the general store?
So we'll the general store. We'll say
Should it just be
is
this one?
yeah, that's fine. That's this one. It's the one that Ulfgar's at.
That's the general store. Is the one that Ulfgar's at?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm still in the trough, so.
Can I? Nope, never mind. Yeah, all right, we'll just wait.
Okay, so you see, a couple minutes goes by. You see Lady Hercules walk from the red house that no one answered the door at, and she's like, "Oh, hey guys, why didn't you just come to my house?"
We went to every red house here. We got rejected.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't hear anyone knock on my door. I guess someone failed their role. Okay, so I guess someone failed their investigation check on my house. That's so strange.
Funny
Okay.
how it's one house. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's weird. I was the middle one on the right, just like everyone in town told. Anyway, so it's weird how you didn't check that one a second time. So the she's like, so come on in. Obviously, make yourselves at home. If you need any supplies or anything, this is a fairly I've got pretty much everything you could ever want. But if you guys want to know a little bit more about the bounty that I'm sure you read about in the letter and you're very excited about, I'd be happy to tell you about it. I'd be happy to tell you more about my children and their quest. What can I do for you?
Real quickly, since I was laying in the trough, I heard I had a sense that someone was talking about bounties and riches. So I quickly made my way over here.
Okay. Oh, the Coy boy. He was late. Okay, yeah, come on in, Coy boy.
Do you have any toaster strudel?
I actually, it's odd that you say that. This is the last one, and she holds it up.
All right.
Ulfgar wants.
Okay, so I guess we'll start a bidding war over the only toaster land, which I'm currently holding. So can I get 10 silver pieces for it? Do I hear 10 silver pieces?
Hey, Ulfgar, do you want to look over there for a second?
Sure.
Here, hold on.
I quickly interject and want 10 silver pieces for that.
Okay,
because I'm pretty greedy, so I just want it because I want it.
Okay. So she's like, all right. So we have one bidder. It's Pinrap,
Damn.
the Coy boy. He's got 10 silver pieces. Anyone else? Is gonna bid
I'm
10
full.
silver pieces? Going once,
full.
going twice, going three. Sold to the Coy boy. So.
I don't have any money. That's not fair.
Like, well, that's. I guess it sucks to be poor. So. She's like, I'm a noble. I don't know anything about that. So, so take 10 silver pieces off of your character sheet.
How many silver pieces is in a gold piece?
10.
10. Okay.
And then you can add one toaster strudel to your.
And how much does that weigh?
I don't know. We'll say
An ounce, like
yeah,
one
Nothing.
ounce.
It probably doesn't.
yeah, we'll say 0. It's a special toaster strudel that weighs nothing. It's a
Perfect.
weightless toaster
It's
strudel.
enchanted by an elf.
Watch
I
it
don't
be
know
like a
what-
terrible flavor. Congratulations.
It's
got
strawberry.
Pineapple.
Now I take it and I thank her, and I just sort of say out loud, I don't know what I want with this, but I wanted it. I needed it. And
She's
I put it in my
"Well,"
backpack.
She just rolls her eyes and goes like,
You
"Well,
put it
fish-
inside your gills.
fish,
Yeah, let's go.
It's not
Very
so
sh-
often you get chocolate pineapple together.
Fish, people are strange. Okay, so as I said in my letter that you all responded to, which is why you're here, my son and daughter, they set out on a quest about a month ago, we'll say. Like roughly, they were looking. They went to the Citadel. They were looking for the gold and the riches and the treasures that we all heard were there. As you know, we're a fairly well known. I'm sure you've heard of us before. We're a merchant family, and so we were really trying to sort of bolster our nobility and bolster people hearing of us along the land, not just in this small community, but just throughout the land as the family who conquered the Sunless Citadel. But alas, they have not returned yet. I'm sure that they're fine. I'm sure that they're just the castle is larger than we had heard. And so I was hoping that maybe you could go and you could help them in their quest to bring back all of this treasure. And if you are willing to do that, I am willing to pay you very handsomely.
Since the letter wasn't specific about the reward, how much did you have in mind?
Well, God forbid my children are, shall we say, not in the best of health. I would like at least the signet rings that they wear with our family crest on it. If you can bring me back a signet ring with the family crest on it, I will give you 125 gold pieces each per signet ring you bring back to me. Now, if, as I know will be true, you can bring back my little babies in good shape of sound mind and body, I will be willing to double that reward and give you 250 gold pieces per child you bring back to me in one piece.
Well, I mean, that seems like a deal.
Ulfgar-like.
Can I ask what this signet ring looks like, just in case I want to, do something about that later?
Sure, it's just a gold ring that they wear on their finger. It's got the family crest stamped into it, so that everyone knows. I mean, as soon as you see it on their hand, you know that they are noble.
I look at her fingers and try to see what it looks like.
Yeah, she is like, as she says that, she extends her hand, sort of like waves hers around a little bit in your. She has a lot of rings on, so it's not like abundantly clear which one it is, but you do see like one that is just gold, doesn't have any diamonds or anything or any other gemstones on it, and you could see a stamp on it that sort of is her family crest. And her family crest is like all over the place in this general store, like the flags and the flags outside, and they're like very gaudy about it. So you can piece two and two together.
Is it just the Maryland flag?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is, actually.
I ask her if a sound mind is required of her children.
Yes, very much so. Sound mind is. If they're, if their minds have been infected by the dark or evil spirits of Sunless Citadel, I don't know that I'm going to be able to nurse them back to health without the aid of magic or something. And I'm just a general store owner, so.
So if they're not a sound of mind, will we leave them?
Well, God, no! Don't leave them. Still bring them back. What? No, of course, bring them back to me. You
let Ulfgar touch them.
I don't know what kind of strange fish families do, but definitely bring them back, you strange creature.
I'm sorry.
Insulting people is not the way, especially when we're trying to offer to help.
Okay,
please.
he insinuated that you would not bring my children.
Not nice.
Okay,
come on.
Roll persuasion.
Manners.
Roll persuasion. Yeah, so she just like she's like, look here, I am a noble. You are just a random halfling thing. I don't even know.
I'm not random. I am Bungo.
You are a creepy hobbit.
You are traveling with a fish person and a fat midget, and she points at Ulfgar. And
He's
then
just a dick to me only.
And then this fine-looking elf who looks very upstanding and who I appreciate very much, and who I hope keeps the rest of you under control. Now,
I highly doubt that's possible, ma'am.
Ulfgar cries in a bush.
She rolls her eyes. She says, "Okay,
I'm gonna go
well,
after Elfgar.
I've given you the
You've
terms.
now gone and you've hurt his feelings.
I've given
That
you.
wasn't nice.
I've
It's
given
okay, Elfgar.
I've
The scary
all right.
lady
Well,
can't hurt you anymore.
so I've given you the terms. Now I will say though, it is probably, and again, they're probably fine, but they did go with a little bit of a party. So they there was two people that they traveled with. It was a paladin and also a other thing. Where's our little breakdown? Oh, okay. So it was a paladin of Pelor and a ranger. I don't really care about the two of them, to be quite frank, but as long as you bring my children back, I will be happy.
Do you know their names at all?
Yes. The paladin's name was Sir Bradford, and the ranger's name was Caracas. I didn't know them very
Caracas?
well. Yes, I didn't know them very well though, but my children hired them, and apparently they were mercenaries who came very highly recommended from the local adventurers guild.
Fastest shower I've ever taken.
Has anyone asked for directions to this citadel?
It's north a ways out of town. It's about a day or two.
Does she know where it is, or do we ask her
So,
specifically?
I gathered the courage to ask her about Nicholas and the farm.
Is the torch set? Is the torch lit?
What torch?
The torch that I gave you.
Oh,
Just now.
no.
Oh. All right. Well, you can add a torch to your inventory.
Okay.
It's yours to keep.
I'd like to ask for 4 days worth of rations for the group, so that we've definitely got enough for the trip there and back.
I think the Almighty Mother called for our speaker.
Crazy lady.
Oh, sorry. 4 days. I was muted. I don't know why. 4 days total, or 4 days each.
I was
Each.
thinking each because it's, could be a couple days up and a couple days back.
Plus, if we
So-
find your kids, you may want to feed them. Like a good mother.
Good point.
If you didn't kill your kids.
So this is what she said. Kill my children? Oh, goodness,
Yes.
no. They left on their own accord. There's nothing I can do about what they want to do with their own lives. A. B.
Supposedly.
So why are you so rude, sir? She says, what I will do is this. I will let you buy rations at half price from the PHB. So basically we'll say buy 2, get 2 free.
Great.
And what about your manacles? Just in case they won't come willingly.
Yes, you can buy manacles from me, again, at PHB prices.
You're not really investing in trying to save your children.
Okay,
It's a bit suspicious.
roll persuasion, Craig.
I'm not very persuasive.
Can
I
I?
can roll intimidation.
And yeah.
Boom! That's
Okay,
not bad.
Craig, yeah. So she's like, okay, fine. I will give you buy 1, get 1 free manacles.
No, that's fine, but you're still suspect. I want you to know that.
She says, I am not a suspect. I am a noble.
You're a
Right
bitch, that's what you
now.
are.
Now we know why your kids ran away.
I will pretend that I did not hear that.
Oh, you can pretend all you want. So, where's Mr. Hercule? Is he out of the picture?
He may indeed be out of the picture. It's none of your business.
Did you kill him?
I have not killed.
Did he have to buy his rations?
Maybe that's why he died.
Rations are 5 silver a piece for a day.
That's definitely
So
why I
we're
died.
getting like 4 days worth. With the discount, it's going to be 1 gold. 4 days worth.
Well, Ulfgar has no money, so
What do you want, big guy? I'll help you out.
I'll buy 4 because why not? Better prepared than
Ooh.
not.
The fish is getting something good
There's
tonight.
there's also just sort of some background. It's like it's a couple. We'll say it's like early. I don't know. It's like almost summertime. It's like spring, summertime, and so there's you could probably collect if you like made a concerted effort along the way. You could probably like collect some berries or something like that if you were really like wanted to.
I was gonna go kill one of Nicholas's horse.
Or if we can find a lake, I'll just get the fish to all gather in one spot, and we can just pick them up.
That's
There you
also
go.
an option.
Ivaris, you look like a weak person. Here, have the other manacle. You can add manacles to your inventory.
Okay. I mean, I don't look weak, just wiry.
Yeah, you look weak.
You look
It's
weird.
okay, though. It's okay. It's okay. Not all of us are meant to,
We have the smooth
Could be
talker, the brains, the brawn, and then the fish boy.
Hey,
Where do I
I'll show-
fall
I'll
in?
show you what the fish boy's good at. All right, I'll show you.
I don't know where Bungo falls into that one.
I
This is
assume
the
fish
talker.
boy.
Oh,
Bungo's the smooth talker.
really? My charisma's so low.
You don't
But
say.
Bungo doesn't care. Bungo doesn't care what people
That's
think.
true.
So he's the one
Bungo
that
does
talks to
not
everybody.
care. That is true. Bungo
Okay,
does
so are
not
you
care.
all gonna go save my kids?
Ask her where that farmer
Are you
was. That
just gonna sit in
Yeah,
my general
I
store
tried.
talking
I
trash
tried
to each other?
asking her earlier, but she dismissed me.
So is there like a cart or a horse or get there quickly? The quicker we get there, the quicker we can get your kids back.
Yes, I indeed will sell you a cart and horse at PHP prices, sir.
Oh God.
We
You
are
know-
looking for a boy named Nicholas who works on a cattle farm.
Yep, I think that you'd probably find him, strangely enough, on the cattle farm.
Can I beat her brains in?
No.
No, we need her for the reward. Come on.
Well, I mean, we could just
We
take.
could just beat her and then
You
take
can
it.
okay. Ulfgar,
No,
Ulfgar, roll a perception check.
Perception.
Okay, you are like acutely aware of the fact that Lady Hercule would beat your ass if you got out of line. Like it sounds silly, but like she like looks at you and she's, look, I can just tell, I've been around a while. You're just level 1, and like I will kill you.
I will kill you.
Like your
Just-
husband.
Yeah. What? Okay. All right. Well, gentlemen, it's been a great time. Please save my children, and I will start sending out letters to other adventurers.
That's probably a good idea.
Yep. Very much so. I will be mailing letters immediately.
Well, have a good afternoon.
Thank you. You too.
Or not, either way.
The only
Yeah.
the only one I like out of the 4. Have a nice day.
Bungo.
Obviously doesn't like me. She called me fat right away.
It wasn't nice.
And so as you leave first, Ulfgar, she goes, "All right, see ya, fatty."
I want to rub his back. It's okay. You're not fat. You're just big boned. It's okay.
Except for the fact I'm a dwarf, you dick.
I'm trying to cheer you up.
Okay, so you left. You got the information that you needed. I suppose you left the general store. So there's a few more things you could do in town. We'll say that it's like 1 o'clock now. After you bought all that stuff, you had all that conversation. You hung out for a little bit. It's like roughly 1 o'clock. So there's the village hall. There's a shrine in town. You already went to the jail. There's a blacksmith, obviously, and then there's the inn. But that's sort of it, other than just some general houses and things about.
Is this the
What religion is the shrine?
It's unclear. I think it's just a general shrine.
Like a combined sort of thing.
Yeah, they only really have one. One shrine. So while it's like a priestess of a specific religion, but the shrine is sort of open for all. It's like everyone in the town goes.
It's like a chapel at an airport.
Right, exactly, right. It's just like first, whoever comes, they can get a blessing there, certainly.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I think we're good to get
All
on
right,
our way.
so
Start
are
walking.
y'all gonna head out to head
The
out?
farm.
head
Yeah.
out to the farm? Or are you gonna head out to on the path? How are you gonna
The
do it?
farm.
Is that what
Yeah,
the
the
group is gonna
farm.
do? The
We
farm.
need a way to carry our stuff.
Are you like overweighted already, or are you like
No.
over? Oh, okay.
He's talking about his junk, but he was trying to be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I'm saying like it's your.
I need to put my junk on top of a cow and behind it.
All right, so we'll put you here, which we'll say is the farm. The farm is not too far from town. You walk for a little while. We'll say maybe you walk for like an hour, or like an hour and a half roughly, and you come upon the town. You leave the outskirts of town as the town sort of shrinks behind you as you meander toward the farm, stopping from time to time to ask people to point you toward the cattle farm. You come upon it. So we'll say it's maybe 2:30, 2 o'clock around there, when you come to the farm. It's not the this one.
Beautiful.
We'll need to make sure we get all-terrain horses.
Well, we have water around.
Okay,
here.
so this is like the general.
My screen went black.
Okay, can you see it now?
No, it's black.
Nope.
What about that?
Nope.
It's a mushroom farm, so it's real dark.
Yeah, it's just it's all underground. It's underground mushroom farm. Let's see. Can you
Ooh,
all right, let's try
bits and
this.
pieces of
Whoa,
that.
that's a lot of
Yeah.
options.
Hold on.
Still
What about
black.
that? Can you see it
No,
now?
it's black.
No.
What?
No.
Okay. Well, apparently the farm does not want to be shown. So
That's fine.
it doesn't
It's
matter.
just a farm.
It's just a farm. Yeah, it's just a farm. Just like a random farm. There's a farmhouse. There's like a bunch of grazing. Like as you walk down the driveway, it's a long driveway. There's just cattle grazing sort of in pens to the left and the right that seem to just like literally go on forever and ever and
Huh.
All right,
You
well, I
see,
guess
you see a bunch of farm hands like herding the and people sort of not too many people, but a few people like sparse people sort of like moving about.
Should we ask a farmhand for our friend that we're looking for?
Yes, I'm gonna ask a farmhand for Nicholas.
Okay, so the first farmhand you see, he says like, "Hey, what can I do for you? You looking for some work?"
No, Nicholas.
Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas, yeah, he's in the back driving cattle. He'll probably be back in like an hour or two.
Ask
We
him if
know
we can
wait.
get him.
He said we could have some horses.
Nicholas is just a farmhand like me. I can't give away horses.
Where's the
You
farmer?
gotta talk to the farmer for that.
What's the farmer's name?
John.
John. Okay. Last name Deer, perhaps?
Yep, that's exactly his name. How did you know? Are you
Small
psychic?
town. It's a small town. It's a small town.
Are you? Is it a psychic and a fish? Is that like your show? You go on the road?
How did he know that? Is he a psychic too?
That believe it or not, my mom tells me I am psychic.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's how I knew you guys were one of those free acts. The psychic and the fish.
Interesting. So what number am I thinking
Number 10.
of? You're absolutely right.
Wow. See, I told you. My mom always told me I'm a psychic.
Yeah, that's right. Now, where are the horses kept?
The horses kept are behind the farmhouse in the barn, obviously. Where
Could you show us?
No, I am working right now, and the farmer would be mad if I stopped. So you can.
Boy, I will whip you.
Excuse me.
He's
roll-
kind of into that thing.
sorry, it's part of the show.
Roll. Okay, so he's pretty scared. He's like, okay, so like I don't want to be whipped. So what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Take us to the farmer.
We just want to see what the horses look like, and then you can
Okay.
get back to work.
The farmhouse. Okay, so it's just in a barn behind the house. Do you need me to take you to the barn behind the house, or could you maybe find it yourself without beating me?
Well, no, we need you to show us the house. The farm house.
All right, so like he drops what he's doing and he walks with you to the farmhouse.
Sweet. Now, Thomas, is that his name? Nicholas?
Nicholas.
Stephen? George? He
Oh,
told
this
us.
one?
He said that we should, before we buy them, we should try them out. Do you
Okay,
have any-
well,
do you have
I-
any saddles?
I mean, I'm sure it's a barn. I mean, I just drive cattle. It's a barn. I'm sure there are saddles in there somewhere.
Well, you work here, don't you?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not like
You don't know where they are? I'm
you
sure
know,
the farmer would not like to hear that.
nope.
Are you
The farmer.
being-
Nope. The farmer tells us to specialize in our trade, and so I specialize in my trade, and my trade is not. It's feeding these stupid steer.
That takes a full day.
What?
That takes you a full day to feed.
Well, it's feeding and breeding, to be clear. You know, the old F&B. Feeding and breeding.
So who's in charge of saddling the horse?
That would be. I mean, generally the farmer oversees that himself. Horses are very expensive nowadays.
We can handle it.
Yes.
But
All right,
does-
so does
Doesn't
that
the
mean
breeding just kind of happen naturally? How do you? I'm kind of stuck on this.
well, do they not have artificial insemination where?
What's that?
Well, if
Oakar teacher tonight.
yeah, maybe. Well, actually, believe it or not, we if you ask the farmer, I'm sure he'll put you through the orientation for the old F&B farmhand job.
I don't want any
in which case it is
jobs
in which
anytime.
case it is explained in excruciating detail.
Yeah, those F&B jobs, they don't sound pleasant.
All right, well, I enjoy it, but I appreciate the shade you're throwing my
You
way.
would. You
Can I
would.
go back? Can I go
You
back to
would.
my job now, or?
We will be testing out 4 horses.
All right. Well, good luck with that. Again, no control over that whatsoever.
Can I look around for those saddles while they're all, doing their thing, talking?
Sure.
and
So
stuff?
are you guys make your way to the barn?
Yeah, we're in the barn right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what I thought,
You have to walk by the farmhouse and you walk to the barn. The barn door is closed. It's closed. So
Can we try to open the barn door?
yeah, sure. Do you want to make a sleight of hand check?
Ah,
Pin
This is-
wrap.
All right. Wait.
Pin wrap. Make a
this
sleight
is
of hand check.
something that I plus.
8. Okay, so you like jiggle the door and it's locked. You can't
Right.
get in.
Can I ask someone else to try this door?
Yeah, I mean if you
Ivaris.
can do whatever you want.
No, I'm good, thanks. I'll just be standing here.
Bungo.
Oh no, my internet's being weird. Okay, so I tried 3 times.
3
Apparently.
times. What the?
It didn't show up once on
It
ours.
hasn't come through yet. What did you roll?
Not good for the first 2. It went 12, 11, then
Okay.
18.
Yeah, you jiggled the door too, and you can't get in.
Seems to be locked.
I
We
can
should ask the
smash
farmer.
it.
Perhaps we should ask first.
Hmm.
But reserve the right
I
to smash.
Agree.
Ivaris, go find the farmer, please.
I knock on the front door of the farmhouse.
And the young woman that the fish was hitting on opens the
Oh
door.
goodness.
She's like, "Oh God damn it, you guys again."
I was hoping we could speak with Farmer John.
Yes,
Business related.
Yes, that would be great because I would prefer not to interact with that strange fish man again.
It's me, Bungo!
Oh my goodness, Bungo! I didn't realize you were with them, Bungo.
With is strong.
Well,
I'm here.
I totally understand that. You're such a cool guy, and you're with these weird fellows.
Again,
I'm
with-
sulking in a corner again.
Ivaris,
No. Fellow is the constable.
Okay, well, that's also true. I know that very well. Okay, so but you
I'm
two.
not with. I just
Ivaris-
happen to be occupying
Okay.
in the same general
There's
vicinity.
Ivaris, he's cool, and then there's Bungo, he's cool, and then there's the fat one, he's a little strange, and then there's the fish, who's the weirdest.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Didn't Bungo tell this girl that he No, that was a different one. I'm sorry.
So she says, yeah, so the farm, like my daddy works a full day, so he'll probably be back in like an hour or two. Like usually around 5 or 6 p.m. is when he comes back to the farmhouse.
We were
So,
hoping that we could rent some horses.
Yeah, he would probably be cool with that.
so, want to give us the tour?
There's not a whole lot. I mean, a tour of what? Of the steers or
Your bedroom?
I'm sorry. Did the fish just
That's a good-
mumble? Did the fish just mumble something, or I just heard like gurgle, gurgle, gurgle,
Yeah,
gurgle.
yeah. He was immature. He said your bedroom, but that's
Oh.
not what we want.
Yep. You know, that's the B and F and B, and there will be none of that with me and the fish.
F in the B.
Yep, there's a lot of F and B going on here, and that will not be occurring with me and the
So
fish.
I heard there was a tutorial about F and B. Do we
Bungo,
need to?
are you interested in being a farmhand?
Sure.
Oh,
If you want to,
the
I heard
wages
there
are.
was excruciating
I'll
hands-on
tell you what, the wages
training.
the wages are pretty good. But yeah, so if you want to be an F and B trainee, then we put you through an orientation, and there's a PowerPoint.
Did you say
and-
orientation?
No,
Oral?
orientation.
Oral?
Okay,
Oral?
orient.
You mean oral?
Okay, if you say oral one more time, I'm gonna make you do a persuasion roll. So we put you through an orientation. There's a PowerPoint.
Orientation.
Okay, so roll persuasion. Okay, roll persuasion. Here we go.
I'm sorry, I'd never heard this word.
Roll
word is
persuasion.
strange.
This DC is gonna be disgustingly high.
Well, I'm just gonna fail it. I'm just gonna fail it.
Okay. So she slaps you in the face.
What?
Yeah. Roll 1d4.
What? Why am I?
My stuff's not popping up.
Yeah, I don't see
Yeah,
him.
Craig,
in
I
here.
can't see anything that you're doing.
Yeah, no, it's lagging hard. Yeah, my persuasion was a 3.
Yeah, she slaps you, and you take 1d4 damage.
And then I take 3 damage.
And she's like,
That's
okay,
not-
so back
I just
to
didn't
what
know
I was,
the word. I didn't know the
Okay.
word.
Back to what I was talking about. Yeah, if you'd like to become a farmhand, I could put, you could sign up and go through the orientation, and you'd watch the PowerPoint, and then you'd be, a trainee.
What's a PowerPoint?
Okay, well, I don't know how to explain that to you. It's like
Okay.
we have this thing, and like there are these big sheets, and we put it up on the wall, and people read it, and it's powered by points.
Ulfgar points his finger sternly. PowerPoint.
Yep, just like that, Ulfgar. You're not so stupid after all. She's like, I'm starting to like you, Ulfgar.
At least I'm not fat.
Well, I didn't say that. I said I'm starting to like you.
Goodness.
So do you
yeah,
guys
no,
wanna
we're good.
you guys wanna just sit outside a bit? I could maybe bring you some tea or some lemonade, and you can wait for the farmer for a couple hours, or
The farmer, also
Oh.
known as your dad.
yeah, my dad, obviously, duh.
You refer to him as the
Okay, but
farmer.
yeah, I refer to him to third parties as the farmer because you would know him as the farmer. I refer to him to like myself, my family as dad.
Yeah, but why would you?
Oh.
Never mind. It's okay.
Do it again.
You're just you're an interesting character.
I'm sorry,
Bungo's
Bungo.
about
I'm
to
sorry.
get-
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bungo. Do you want a second fresh slap across the mouth?
Well, I mean,
Bungo's gonna die before we get out of here.
Bungo's gonna get murdered by the farmer's daughter and slapped. Just in slaps to death.
you killed him. Yeah. I am trying
So-
to reload the page.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to just like sit on my porch for 2 hours, or do you want to like do something, or what?
We want to do something, but you said no already.
Don't know what that means. Okay. I mean, I guess I could invite you in
And where?
to the house.
Not the barn.
Okay,
Can you invite us into the barn?
Okay, I don't control the barn. The farmer does, but
There it is again. So weird.
You're the farmer's daughter though, so can't you get like a key to the barn and let us in there? Or
well, my dad keeps the keys on his belt, and he's not here, so
Do you have any idea how much he would want to rent these horses?
I'm not sure. What does it say in the PHP?
Oh my goodness.
It says it's free.
Doubt it.
Oh,
How would
She-
you know?
She just says, I doubt it.
Can someone do a persuasion roll on that and try to persuade her?
Services coach cab between towns is 3 copper pieces per mile, so that might be the closest.
Yeah, they
Is
don't have
there-
they don't have a coach service though.
I'm just saying, like, to compare pricing on it. It's
Sure, so-
probably something like that.
So for a coach service, I mean, at least the way that I imagine services, you would have to like have the problem that you guys are going to have, I think, and the reason why I don't think it'd be 3 copper per mile is because you would either have to have someone go with you to, or multiple people go with you to bring all of the horses back, because they don't have like a coach.
So how much would it be to buy the horses?
They're
They're like 75 gold each.
And he's not, and like, I mean, you could ask the farmer certainly, but it's going to be a high DC to let you rent them, because he doesn't know you, and you're outsiders, and he probably doesn't trust that you're going to like bring them back.
So yeah, you see, Ivaris, this is why we smash the doors and take the horses.
I disagree.
Anyway, if we can't afford, we should just keep going. We'll probably just take
Yeah.
that water, that iced tea or lemonade, as a kind gesture and mosey on down the road.
Sure thing. I'll be right back with it. So you guys, I don't know, sit down or hang out. She gives you each a glass of lemonade. She's like, "All right, well, what are you guys doing?"
I drink my
Drinking this
lemonade
thing.
and nod.
All right, nod. Okay, cool. So
I
where
say
are you?
thanks.
All right. So she takes the glass out of your hand and just goes like, "You guys are sure strange folk. I wish you the
We
best of
should
luck.
go.
I wish you the best of luck on like whatever weird sex thing you're doing."
Give her a wink, you know.
Considering like that's all you guys talk about. Okay. Well, all right. Have a nice day.
I mean, she's a pretty face. I gotta suck her up to it, you know. I mean,
She takes the glasses and closes the door.
Ever seen The Shape of Water?
Is there 50 Shades or? All right. So are we on
Alright,
our way to leaving? Because
Yeah, I
I'm ready
start
to go.
north.
Yeah, we all
All
follow
right.
the Ivaris.
Yep.
Okay, so we will set y'all on the road.
On the road again.
Bungo's just on the road again.
And they mentioned that there might be bandits, goblins, and kobolds, so I'd like to keep an eye out for that as we're headed north.
Okay,
Both
so you're
guys
at
with
the
muscle.
yeah. So put yourselves in the bottom of the road. This is where the road starts.
I will gladly take the forefront of this walk.
Even though there's a split in the road, it like reforms in a minute up the road. It's just one road. You can't really turn left or right. It's just one road north. You're going through sort of you've left the farm area, the outskirts of the farm. There's like a sort of a forest that's beginning to sort of sprout up, if you will. And then through the forest, you can sort of see that eventually down the road, the forest gets like very, very thick, and you have to sort of walk through that forest. So let's do this. Why don't someone roll me a 1d20?
And that's /R D20.
1d20 /R1d20.
You can also use the dice rollers on the side. Nice.
Oh,
A
shit,
20.
son.
Okay, damn. All right, crusher.
Let go.
All right, so you walk down this road.
Not too shabby for a
No,
20.
it's a great time. You guys walk down the road. You don't seem to have any troubles. The birds are singing. The air feels crisp. Things just go swimmingly for you.
Bungo, Mafungo.
Bongo's our singer. He's our musician on this.
He just entertains himself. That's
All right.
really it.
All right. So real quick, is that an actual river that we have?
Yeah, sure. You come. You sort of as you go to the forest, the road sort of push the forest is to your right. Actual river. It's an actual river to your left, and you guys pop into sort of the next portion of the road. The forest is thickening to your right, and
Now, is the river like a fast current, or is it like a lazy river? Or...
it's not a lazy river, but it's not like you could probably like wade in a little bit if you wanted to, but you don't know how deep it is. But it's not lazy. It's not super fast. It wouldn't like sweep you away if you.
It's a moderately hard-working river.
Right.
So, can I tell if there's any fish within there? Or...
You could. Do you have an ability that would tell you if there was fish in there?
I mean, I can communicate with fish. That's.
So what do you do? What do you do to try to figure that out?
Can I just stick my head in the water and just use my fishy eyes to like look around?
Yeah, sure, certainly. Roll a perception with advantage.
Get in that
How
water,
else do I
bro.
do that?
Roll.
You would just click perception, and you just pick the higher number when your stuff shows up in chat.
14.
14.
Yeah, so you see a couple fish darting around.
All right, I'm going to tell the fish to come towards the side of the river so we can easily pick them up, and tell them
So,
not to
like,
move when they get there,
no
matter what.
The two fish, roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
I
That
don't
was
think you
perception,
eat.
my bad.
I don't think you would eat fish.
Not me, but them, yeah? You guys.
I hate fish.
What, you're gonna lure your friendly fish to us so we can eat them?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
that's
gonna
Make
why
try
love
this
to
out.
our people. Fair trade.
So, so
Humans eat mammals. It's not outrageous, you know.
Like I can't talk to them and understand them, but I can tell them what to do.
That's so rough.
Okay,
You're
so
like a fish person, and you're just like, hey,
Yeah,
eat my family.
okay, so Booby, your specific thing is this. It says you can communicate simple ideas called amphibious. You can communicate simple ideas with fish.
Yeah.
With beasts that can breathe water. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in return.
Yes.
So you're trying to convince them to
get to the edge of the river and to just sit there so that you guys can pick them up and then
Okay.
keep them for later.
All right, so you roll persuasion with disadvantage. So they just sort of look at you and like they're wary because you're like a big ass fish and you're telling them to come toward you.
All right.
I'm good. I don't like fish.
Okay. I give up on my entire idea, I guess.
It was a good idea. If you rolled a higher persuasion, I would let you, do whatever you wanted to do. It was
Dude,
close.
I'm gonna go cry on this rock.
He was really excited for those fish.
Ulfgar, so
Ulfgar,
emo.
Ulfgar,
So
do you want to stick your head in the water and try to?
No, I'm too dumb.
All
I can
right.
fish.
What is it? You can fish?
It only works on peasant fish for him.
Okay, let's see. So roll 1d20 with advantage. Someone.
Nope, that's not the command at all.
No, it's not the
Well,
command.
Someone lost dice rolling privileges.
All right, so
Well,
Nice.
I mean, it's with advantage, so
recover.
I'll just roll it
Wait,
twice.
Wait, way to recover. Way to recover.
Okay, so 17. Okay, so you all again pass through this hex without any sort of issues.
Hey, see, it's me, my singing.
It's
Issues.
probably-
It has
warded
scared away
away.
the bears.
probably his singing. You yet again come across this hex. You're walking along the river. Put yourselves at the bottom of the river, the bottom of the screen, please.
When the screen pops up, we
It's
will
like a
surely
typewriter.
do that.
Roll 1d20 again.
You're hired, Ivaris.
Not with advantage this time. Just normal 1d20.
Nope.
All right. So that is not as good, gentlemen. Not as good.
Not bad.
Finally.
Let's see. What do you?
And our sorcerer pops out of the trees.
No, definitely not.
Yep. A sorcerer pops out of the trees and says, "Hey guys, it's good to see
I'm a
you."
girl, and you can't be as filthy around me as your power
Yep,
and a half.
Stop
I don't think that's true.
Stop,
Wait.
stop talking about fish sex, please. Okay.
No, I would recommend
No, I know,
continuing to
I
talk
know,
about
I know.
fish.
Katie's hilarious. She's definitely gonna.
Into fish sex? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Katie likes
she's
fish sex.
she's just
It's-
funny. Like it'll. I
It
think
seems like that's what you were implying.
she will add a lot of humor to this. All right,
Seems-
Craig. How do I?
Real quick, does this female sorcerer have a pretty face?
The
Are you
sorcerer?
gonna?
Yeah.
I mean, he is. So filtered.
You
He?
will not be able to tell.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The one that just popped out of the woods there.
No, it didn't actually happen. I was
Craig-
wondering if
Craig,
Katie was
how-
going.
How do I add creatures
Mm-hmm.
to the battlefield?
So,
I call it a battlefield. Shit.
look up the creature that you want,
Yes, I did
right?
that.
So just drag and drop them. And if you want to hide them, make
Oh, there
sure
you go.
that you're on the GM
Nope.
layer.
Yeah, you did not. Can you see them or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see them.
Okay, yeah, I want you to see them. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. And you can also instead of just dragging, you can also just copy and paste again.
Oh,
So you can just go Control C, and V.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I crit on my roll for.
I should have not gotten slapped.
Craig is gonna die to whatever these creatures are. Okay, so as you're walking down the path, you see ahead of you some creatures.
Hail, creatures!
They, as you get closer, or stop, Ulfgar. As you get closer, like they are like chattering aggressively, and
Can-
they take up posture. So let's see. Let's roll. Let's roll
Oh.
initiative. What do you want to do, Craig? I'll let you maybe do one thing.
I wanted to shoot one of them as it started chittering.
No.
Fair enough.
Can we like investigate what these creatures are before we
Yeah, I'll let you roll
sure.
one investigation each, or perception, whichever you
Or
want.
nature? Like, what are these
Yep,
creatures?
sure. Yep, that works too.
what nature?
There's my investigation.
All right, so you got it. Okay, Craig. Actually, I'll do this. I will let you, because you said that. I will let you roll perception to see if you saw them before they saw you, and we'll have a roll off on perception. Okay, you probably just won. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I certainly will win.
Okay, so I'll let you get one round off before they attack.
I'll shoot one off. That's a
Ooh.
short sword, not a short bow.
Which one
It's the
is
same modifier.
which one are you hitting?
The one closest to Ulfgar. So
This one?
let's go to the one on the right. I saw the
Right,
one on the
okay,
right first.
sure. Okay.
Pew!
You don't get sneak attack damage though, right?
No.
All right. You hit it. It looks injured.
Take
All
that.
right. So let's see. Let's roll initiation.
Initiation.
Yeah, whatever. So
Do
how
we
do
know what these are?
Oh yeah. So sorry with the investigation. So Ulfgar knows. Ulfgar and Bungo know what they are. They just look like
That's right, I
big,
didn't do one.
big ass rats.
Yep.
Yeah, still.
Big
Ulfgar,
ass rats.
Ulfgar, and Bungo know that like these are just big rats. Like very
Pinrap's
big rats.
confused.
How do I pull up the?
Yes.
Like,
So
how-
it's on your toolbox.
Okay.
It is, I believe it's the clock.
Okay, got it. Turn order. Awesome.
So Pinrap, click your token,
Mhm.
and then you're gonna look for a button near the top of your sheet that says Initiative.
Yeah.
So make sure, you have to make sure your token's highlighted, which you just did, or else it won't get on the sheet. But well done. Same thing for you, Ulfgar.
Initiative?
Yes.
Right next to your armor class, above your hit points.
Oh, it's 2.
Click on the yeah.
There you goes.
That's it.
Yeah, Craig, how do I get the initiative for these bad boys?
Yeah, so you have to pull up the sheet.
Okay, I have the sheet
For-
pulled up.
All right, great. Now click it just like everything else. You can either do one of two things. If you really just don't care, you can you can just say they all move on the same turn, or you can click them individually and then roll initiative every time.
Yeah, okay, no, they're all gonna move together.
So if that's the case, remember the one that you used, because if you delete that, the initiative goes away. So that's why you also want to, use the right click and exit.
All right. All right, so y'all are out of order. Okay, so the rats go first. The 12.
You dirty rats.
Got him. Okay, so the first rat is going to move toward. Let's see, how do I do this? All right, first rat. Who's closest? Oh yeah, here we're gonna do this. Okay, first rat is gonna run up to
Bring it.
Ulfgar. He's gonna run up to Ulfgar. He's gonna make some ratty noises, and then he's going to attack Ulfgar.
Oof.
Does a 13 hit? Oh, so okay, Ulfgar. So you have a thing called you have a thing called an armor class.
It's 12.
Okay, so a 13 does hit.
Probably. I don't think so.
Why?
Well, I don't know if he's clicked unarmored defense.
Do you have does he have armor on or no?
Unarmored defense.
No, I know. Does he have armor on? Is what I'm saying.
No, he does
No,
not.
not level 1.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then that wouldn't hit because of unarmor. That's fine.
But unarmored should give you at least like a +2 or 3.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
So like he should be at like 14 or something.
Okay, so we'll just say for the terms of this fight that he's at 14. Is that okay? Is that fair to everyone? You think?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
I don't think any of us have a problem with him not getting hit.
I'm reading it. Your armor class equals 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your constitution modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, does a 17 hit?
Because you're probably thinking about 15 or 16 right now.
All right, so 17 hits, so then you take 3 damage.
That goes under my current hit points.
Yep. Let's do this.
Jeez.
Mother alive, am I just gonna die?
Nope, that one whiffed because that was only a 12, so you don't have to worry about that. And these 3 rats are gonna go after the juicy fish.
Juicy fish is gonna show you what's up right now. Are you ready for that?
Oh my god, a fish! The rat, you can hear the rats like fish, 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 fish.
Is he wearing pants that say juicy?
Yeah. It's on the ass.
How'd you know?
Does a
I was walking in the back.
Does a 14 hit?
My armor class is 18. What's that mean?
18. Holy.
What?
How is yours
your,
above
how is
mine?
your level 1 armor class 18?
I don't know.
He's got chain mail and a shield.
Sweet
Yeah.
mother. Okay, so nope, that definitely does not hit. Let's roll these other ones.
I better get a level
Oh, so he's literally
Oh,
a
yeah.
can of sardines.
Okay,
Yeah.
actually, okay, but you definitely take 5.
Wow.
Oh, damn it. All right.
Oh, we gotta concentrate on this one.
Okay, and so the rat's turn is over. So we are on. Who are we on?
Wow.
Who's next?
That's
8.
me.
Oh, the name isn't up. Okay. Ivaris.
I'm gonna shoot that rat on the far left that hasn't made it to him yet.
Okay. Oh yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
How
Nice
much
shot.
damage? All right, 12 damage.
Oof, wow.
This rat fucking explodes. Like
Nice.
our fish boy is just covered with rat guts.
Oh, my favorite.
He is
Oh,
not
It's
opposed
just
to
like
that.
he just rat explodes everywhere.
I lick around my lips for any blood and brains that are on there, just to get a taste, you know.
All right, so
Wow.
next person, Pinrap, you're next.
All right, real quick question. I have a net. Can I reuse that over and over again, or is it like a one-use thing?
Let's see.
You can reuse it. It's considered a weapon.
All right, so can I like do two
If-
things or just one thing at a time?
Okay,
But once
so
it's used, unless it's like if you use the net, right? It's like
Mhm.
used until you recapture it. I thought.
Okay.
does
like
it
a-
say? Let's do. Yeah, let's say what is
It's
it?
not like a consumable, but it does. You have to pick it back up and like I think
Yeah.
spend an action or something to ready it again.
Let's see
And
what it says on your.
You're also rocking a shield right now, right? So you
Yeah.
have one arm. You can throw the net, sure, absolutely. But that's going to be like your whole entire action.
Yeah. I was just
Alright.
trying to figure
Do
out
you-
what's going on here.
Yeah, so Booby, you have technically a turn in combat. This is going to be good for Zach too. Technically, a turn in combat is like two separate things. You have an action, right? And that action can be a whole array of things. It can be attacking. It can be, there's a whole. It'll say on your character sheet largely, but there's a bunch of things that you can do, including attacking, which is probably the thing you want to do. There's, you can also move. That's a separate thing. And you can do a bonus action. And bonus actions are usually like smaller things, again, unless it specifically says. After this, you can look in the PHP and we can sort of give you a breakdown of what each of those things are. But if you're going to attack, so the net, if you like catch one in the net, it'll probably give them like disadvantage on attack rolls or something like that. Or alternatively, you could just like stab them with your trident or your longsword or something along those lines. Or you could try to run away. Or you could try to run away if you wanted to.
I ain't no sissy. I'm gonna attack the one closest. Oh wait, can I just do like a sweep like widthwise to try to get them both?
So I'll tell you what, I will let you do a sweep widthwise, but you will do it with disadvantage, or you can attack one just normally.
So if I do a side sweep, I do 1d8, right, with disadvantage.
But you hit your attack roll is disadvantaged, which means that you roll two d20s, you add your bonus, and you take the lesser of the two numbers. So you can attack like one normally, like hard, or you can like just try to sweep it two.
I'm gonna try to sweep it too, because
Gonna
I'm
be
just
hard.
that ballsy.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm
hard.
doing it.
Payoff is higher. All right, go ahead, roll it.
All right, so 2d20s.
To
Just click the weapon.
Oh, okay. Twice.
All right.
no, that's it.
No, you got it. So you 15. Let's see. Yeah,
Nice.
15. That you are gonna hit them both.
So in the chat, click the where it says longsword, and the damage will come up.
Okay. Yep. You
Wow.
these
Wow.
rats. Yeah. These
Wow.
rats. You behead both of the rats in one swing. Like you do like some sort of anime like take your sword out and like you swipe it along and like both of their heads just like poof poof just like fly off.
Now this dwarf can keep his words to himself, you know.
I was here. I was worried about you guys. Bungo was going to be fine, but I didn't know about you guys. I'm glad you came along.
All right, it's Bungo's turn.
Of course it is. I will shoot one of the
Alright.
rats.
Okay, which one are you shooting?
Which one? One of them has an arrow sticking out.
Yeah, that is, I believe,
Uh,
that is the one. Let's see, I'm clicking them.
Well, I'm just going
Oh,
to shoot
it's-
it.
okay, yeah,
I'm going to shoot it again.
okay, the one with the arrow sticking out is shooting. Okay, you all right? What's your damage? That hits.
And I get sneak attack on this one.
Yeah, that the rat again explodes, and Ulfgar just has rat blood all over him.
Dude, I start drinking it up, big dog.
You get like all kinds of horrible diseases that will resolve later. Okay. it's Ulfgar's turn.
Kind of want to do what Pinrap did.
He's trying to show
Yeah,
me.
okay, sure. I'll let you do that too. That's fun. I like that. So you can roll your attack roll with disadvantage, and if you hit, then you hit both. But if you don't hit, obviously, then you don't hit either. Oh, yep, you hit him. All right, let's roll damage. Okay. So these things are
Get
like
off me.
you weren't as like deft as Pinrap at it, but like you maimed these two things. Like you maimed the shit out of them. They are like you can tell that they're like on their last breath.
Well done. Everyone did
Alright.
quite well.
Rat's turn. Here we
I
go.
lost 3 health because our overseer's a dick.
Okay, well here we go. It's the rat's turn. So
Oh no.
let's see.
Oh no.
Wait, how much health do the rats have?
At least one more.
Because he said they were like on their last breath, and now they're gonna hit me.
Yep. All right.
Oof.
Does a 23 hit?
Mother
Jesus
alive.
Christ. Wow.
How much health do you have, Ulfgar?
13.
13 more or 13 total?
13 total.
So you've taken what, 6?
8.
You've taken...
No, I had 16 total. I have 13 now.
Wait, didn't you take one attack before?
How did you have? Whoa. How did you have
You
16?
took 5. You took 5.
Oh, because you start at 12 plus 4. Wow.
And so you've taken 8. You've taken 8
Wow.
so far. Ulfgar.
Dude, you have
So
so
what am I
much
at now?
HP.
So what's 6? You're at 8.
True.
You have so much HP. It's crazy.
Okay, so does a 20 hit?
20
Yeah.
hit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you take another 6 damage.
Holy Jesus.
I could be dead, dog.
Advantage.
No, you.
Is there
They probably have
advantage?
pack tactics.
Alright,
It has pack tactics advantage.
Alright, well, I'm on 2 HP.
Okay,
Good
well,
luck, guys.
it's
No, you're fine.
It's Ivaris.
I'm gonna
Don't worry,
shoot another
this-
one.
All right, make a roll.
This
Yes,
sexy
I mean
fish
to
can
never
grope
walk in
you
front
right
of
up.
you guys
Yeah.
again.
Yep, you explode a rat. More blood on Ulfgar's face. That's not his
I mean,
own this
never to
time.
be the point anymore.
Okay, so all right, Pinrap, it's your turn.
Alright. Well, can I walk right up to that rat, or
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I'll do that then, and
Okay.
then I'll just stab it in the face with my my sword.
All right, make an attack roll.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Just don't fail and stab Ulfnar. Okay.
There you
All right,
go.
sure. Yeah, you hit. Yep. Okay, the rat like again just absolutely explodes into me, just spraying blood everywhere. You have
Not bad.
killed all of the rats, gentlemen. Woo.
Woohoo. You should probably invest in a shield, Ulfgard. Unless you'd like getting hit.
But it's just my character.
I don't think he would be able to wield a shield with that gigantic axe.
Can I
That's true.
quickly just
I have a great axe and a
go
great...
for the loot because I'm greedy, so I just
Yeah.
want to pick it all up.
Absolutely. You
A
get
lot of rat bones.
Yep, you get many rat bones.
All right.
Like you
We
can
don't
just
have a
be-
healer, so I'm just gonna be dead next time we
you
fight
can
something.
Hang on.
you can add 12 rat bones to your inventory.
How heavy
Can we
are these
determine which
bones?
bones they are later?
Yeah, they're just unidentified rat bones.
Any
Okay.
weight to them?
Yeah, they weigh 1 total.
Okay. And now before Ulfgar runs off and kills himself, should I be healing him as a group
There you go.
group decision?
Okay, so before we get into that for 2 seconds, you guys can split 150 experience points amongst the
150.
Sweetness.
So it's you get we'll say you get 38 each.
38
Cool.
each. How do I
Do you just
Let's
put
see.
it in experience points?
Yep, that's exactly
38
what you do.
experience points. Okay, I will be back in 1 minute. You guys can decide if you're gonna heal or what.
should I waste my heal on this dwarf?
Yes.
Sure.
Alright. And how much do I have for heal?
You have 5
Is-
HP. So you get 5 times the level of paladin you are.
Okay. And each time I level up, I get a level for paladin.
Yep.
If you
Well,
choose paladin, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess should I wait for him to
Sure.
come back then?
No, you
Who's
can
my
just do it
next
and just
suitor?
tell him.
Alright, well then he heals 5 health, unless I need to do a roll for it.
No, you just
You
choose
just
how
do.
much.
Alright, yeah, I'll just give him all 5, why not?
Thank you. I'm at 7 now.
He was at like what 3?
2.
Two.
Even better. Yeah. I have 8 left of 13.
So, where is it?
Wait.
There is.
I get it back every long sleep, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what did everyone decide to do?
I decided to heal him for all 5 with my
5.
heal points.
Okay, so
Ulfgar.
Yo.
Sorry. Can you go to on your character sheet right next to where it says spells, the cog? Can you push the cog? And a whole bunch of stuff should open.
Whoa.
Right? Can you, in that middle column where it says armor class tracking, can you change it from automatic to custom?
Armor class tracking.
Yeah.
It's an attribute
Automatic
options.
to
It's the top
custom?
middle.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
at custom.
Great. So it says 10 plus,
Yeah.
you see where it says none plus none? Change the first none to dex and change the second one to con.
Okay.
And from now on, your armor should be tracked. Now, this won't track if you have a shield. So if you get a shield, you'll have to boost your AC by 2. But we can deal with that when you decide to actually get a shield.
Okay.
Maybe, if you ever do. Or you're just going to stay as manly as you are.
I don't know. It depends on if we're fighting rats again. Suckers
Okay.
get the hell out of here.
So we'll say that each hex takes you an hour. What time did we say that you left the farm?
It's 2 or 3, I think.
Okay, so we'll say at 3. So each hex, you've gone 3 hexes, right, so far.
Mhm.
So it's 6 p.m.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, we
Do
can
we
try
want to take
maybe-
a short rest and eat?
Yes.
I mean, do you want to press a little bit further, maybe, before it gets too dark? If we take a short rest, it's going to get dark. We might as well
Let's-
just set up camp.
Let's finish this hex and then eat and rest.
All
you
right, so
wanna-
go to the
alright,
one more
so-
hex.
Yep, roll 1d20 then.
I'll do it.
All right. You can do it.
Hey,
Oh, all
I
right.
got it rolling 20s. Look.
Man. Well done.
All right, so you find yourself at the bottom, starting to navigate back into the forest.
Jesus. Behind the rock.
And
apparently.
you can pass through this hex without issue, if you so desire, or you can rest here, whatever you guys want to do.
You guys want to set up camp? Try to find food? Before it gets too dark?
Is there any high
or-
ground?
No, it's like a forest.
I could go hunting with someone. If Bungo, if you've got a
Bungo's
bow,
got
it
a
looks
bow.
like. If you wanted to come with, we could see if we could take down some game.
Well, we set
Yeah.
up camp. Or...
I'm not that great at that. I tend to scare away the game with my singing. But I can try. And as I try, I would like to use my naturally stealthy and just stealth away from him.
Okay, yeah. You can you disappear into the dusk, just
I'm ready to go hunting.
you're gone.
Cool.
It's just like
Since
it's
we're,
a disembodied
since-
voice.
I'm fine with that. Since we're both going, do I just get advantage on my survival check for this?
Bungo's not with you, so he's saying that he's going, but he's really running away from you, right? Is that your intention, Craig?
No. I'm coming.
Oh, you're actually going?
Yeah, he asked. He asked
Oh,
nicely.
okay, yeah, and you rolled so dope on your stealth check. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You absolutely get advantage on your check. Oh yeah.
Jeez.
You
All
kill,
right.
you kill more deer than more animals than you know what to do with. Like, you guys come back dragging 4 deer with you, 4 full deer.
One for you.
Everyone gets their own deer.
Bad.
All right, let's skin these and throw them on a spit.
All 4? Okay.
All right, so you guys you hang out. Are you taking a or?
We're setting up camp for the night, or just a short
Yeah, I
one?
think so. I think we're
Alright.
setting up camp for the night.
All right, so you set up camp for the night. Someone roll me a 1d20 with advantage.
Oh Jesus!
Oh god.
Well, you get another one. You get another one.
My luck went away.
Okay. Yikes.
We all gonna be dead.
Should we pick a watch order?
At least we got deer.
Yeah, I'll watch first. Unless we have to roll for something.
Nope. So figure out what you guys are gonna do in terms of like a watch, how you're gonna sleep, how the
I'll go
camp is gonna-
last.
how
I
the
want to
camp
try to
is
sleep
gonna
through
be.
it.
Are you gonna sleep on the road? Are you gonna sleep off the road? Give me a breakdown.
Let's sleep under this tree.
Is there any clearings?
So I think we can
Like-
set up near these trees. Was what I was
Yeah.
thinking. There's that clearing in the bottom left area.
Tristan, yeah, that looks like what you see. Like that's
Okay. Just making sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to sleep in the tree.
Mm.
All right, make an athletics check.
Or
I'll-
acrobatics.
Yep. I'll let you do acrobatics too. Yeah.
Woohoo.
I'll just sleep at the base of the tree whenever
Yep.
I
Yeah,
do.
you can sleep up
Bungo is solidly in the tree.
the
I'm
top of
actually
the tree.
in the tree. There's a nook in the tree, and I climbed inside the tree.
Somehow Bungo has managed to like bury himself, like just burrow into the tree, and he's like actually part of the tree now. He's like the tree from Pocahontas, like he's the tree mother.
Never seen that movie.
What? You've never seen Pocahontas? Damn.
I've
Greg.
never seen Pocahontas.
Okay, so
I
what are the
do.
rest of you? What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just sleeping underneath.
They're sleeping. I'm
tree.
watching.
Okay, so we'll say it's 8 hours, right? So the first.
Second watch.
What'd you say? So how?
I'll take the second watch.
Okay, so first watch, second watch.
I'll
who's
take
the-
third.
Okay. So, all right, roll a perception for me. All right, so do you all have dark vision? How does that
Bungo,
work?
bungo, 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 bungo.
We probably just
Bungo,
don't
bungo.
have disadvantage if we have dark vision. I would expect.
Bungo, bungo,
Yeah,
bungo,
so
bungo,
what,
bungo, bungo.
Do you have
Bungo,
okay,
bungo, bungo,
okay,
bungo.
Bungo. Do you have dark vision or not, Zach?
Yes.
You do? Okay, great. All right, so roll a perception for me.
Oh, Katie says hi. She just got home, but
Oh,
I
hi,
think
Katie.
she's gonna go to bed because
Yeah,
it's
We're almost done for the night anyway, probably.
a very long day.
Yeah, I would imagine. Hi, Katie, though. Okay, so roll. Okay, perception. Okay. So you don't notice like a ton going on, but nothing out of the ordinary occurs. Who's next? Your 2 hours passes. Okay, Ivaris, the same thing. You don't really notice like a whole lot going on. Nothing crazy happens. Who's next?
Me. That's a perception check.
Yep.
All right, let's find that. Oh Jesus.
It's in the peas.
Okay. You do not see anything specific, but I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Awesome.
Roll what?
Roll initiative.
Let's get the track.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, don't even worry about
Just
it.
a bird.
Yeah, it's probably just a bird.
What do I? Oh yeah, I have to. Damn it. So wait, if I click that and 3 ahead, does that do something? Or? I didn't highlight my character first. I got a 3. Should I just roll it again, or do I pick that one?
Mine was on there, but it disappeared.
Okay, what were they? You can just put them on. I can put them on.
Mine was 17.
Mine was 3.
Right.
Mine's a 9.
I'm assuming higher is better.
Yes.
Perfect.
What were you, Ivaris?
17.
So you and Bungo are 17s?
No,
He's
Bungo's a
17.18, so I think he goes first.
Wow.
He got
Sorry.
a 0.18.
Yeah,
So,
we're
yeah.
using.
Let me correct myself. You're not both 17s.
So under that cog again, where you just updated, you guys can actually add your tiebreaker to your initiative. It's actually in that same box. There's a add dex tiebreaker to initiative.
I gotta assume we're both gonna be very close.
Where's that?
So in the cog again, next to spells, that middle top column, it's a checkbox that says add dex tiebreaker. So just click it. And so
The
anytime you roll
attribute
it-
one?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I did it.
All right. So anytime you roll it from now on, you'll have a
1.12.
All right, so the Twig Blights, they get a.
We're both 18s. That's what I figured.
Yep. So what they're going to do is because they essentially snuck up on you all, they are going to get some free attacks off before you guys know what's going on.
Fantastic.
Boys, I ain't even gonna make it to next week.
We see
Me
these
neither.
we see these two shrubs, right? We see these two you see these two shrubs that you just thought like were dead shrubs. Next thing you know, one is attempting to bite Pinrap's leg. All right, a 10 does not hit. I'm pretty
No.
sure.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, the other one is trying to bite Ulfgar's leg.
Of course.
16 does a
doesn't hit.
16 hit?
Nope.
16 doesn't hit? Good. Really? What number
Well, we
was it?
changed the armor class and all that stuff, so it actually calculated it right. Now I'm at 16.
Oh, if you're at 16, then if it meets, it beats. So,
Okay, well I'm at 2 HP again. Let's go.
so
What's up, boys?
it's
See you
Bungo's
in
turn.
Valhalla, bro.
Wait, hold on. How long did we sleep?
You slept for
6 hours.
you slept for most of the evening.
So can we take the benefits of a short rest?
Yeah, you could definitely take the benefits of a short rest, certainly.
So there's a button, guys, that says hit dice on your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
That when you do a short rest, you can expend your hit dice and get HP back. So in my case, I rolled my hit dice, and that means I get 7 HP back.
Where is hit dice?
So I get 9 back, but I can't get more than 13, so I go right back
Correct.
to 13.
That's right.
Where's your hit dice? Oh.
It's under temporary hit points to the left of death saves. So it goes current hit points, then below that is temporary. then hit
Oh,
dice below that.
we're back to full, boys.
All
We're
right.
back to full.
Well,
Well, you were.
You're back to full -5.
No, I already calculated the -5.
No. So you do this. This is before the
Yeah,
attack.
it's before.
Oh, you guys are dicks. Well, then I was at 7. I would have been back to full anyway. It don't matter.
All right. So who is?
So I'm at 12 now.
Yep, it's
Oh, it makes me
Bungo's
feel so much better.
There you go.
Bungo, you're in a tree.
And I'm asleep. Have I heard enough noise to wake me up?
I don't know.
You better have, or I'm gonna come up there and beat you.
If you can find
Let's
me,
see,
I'm
roll-
inside
roll-
the tree.
Roll perception.
And you have to get a twig blade off of you.
roll perception.
Bro, I got a
Sure.
great axe. I'm gonna just chop it down.
Yeah, you woke up when Ulfgar screamed.
All right. What's wrong, Ulfgar?
Freaking bug bit me.
Just
Bug.
swat it. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I'm gonna kill him.
It's
So-
a bug.
so-
Kill a bug. Kill the bug. What's wrong with the bug? Are you that scared of a bug?
Yeah, when it does 9 points of damage to me.
Did 5, but
Same thing. Same difference.
I mean, I can't see anything. I don't have any dark. You say it's a bug, so I think it's a bug.
So I don't actually sleep, so I assume that I just
Is
hear
anyone
this
telling
and
me
I'm
what's...
roused.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
no,
anyone
you-
else?
who was
Go ahead.
whose turn is it? I thought it was your turn.
It is my turn.
No, sorry.
Hmm?
I think he was planning on going to bed, wasn't he?
No, yeah, Ivaris, you you were asleep as well. So you also.
I don't sleep.
Oh, true. You're just meditating.
trance.
Still roll a perception for me.
Okay.
Can you put
do
us in
I-
turn
When it's
order?
your turn, yeah. When it's your turn, roll a perception for me. It's fine.
Can you put
okay,
us in
can I
turn
get
order,
advantage
DM?
because I'm not asleep?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you
Nice, 16.
noticed the yelling as well.
All right. I will grab the short sword by my side.
So Bungo,
And-
there's a dim light from the fire, and so you can sort of make out the shape of the whatever this thing is, and so I'll let you
Oh,
attack
okay.
I'll let you
Then-
attack with disadvantage if you want.
Disadvantage. Either I
Yeah,
see
It
it
is
or I
dim
don't.
light.
No, you can't see. You could just make out like a shape in the darkness.
All right. Well, then, can I? Oh, that's a full-on action. That's fine. I would like to light a torch.
Okay.
So I'm now emitting light,
All right.
and
And
that takes a turn. So
Yep.
I'm done.
So you illuminate the area. Okay. Why is should be okay? Ivaris, it's your turn now.
yeah,
So,
so
like, everyone who doesn't have dark vision can like see now what these things are.
Good, because I
yeah,
don't have
so
that.
I noticed them, and then I did go ahead and attack with my short sword,
Yep,
and
That
I
hits.
assume a 19 hits. All right, so that's 5 damage.
Okay, so you smash the one closest to you. It's gone.
Okay,
How much health do they have?
and then I'll step up towards the next one, and then I'm done.
Okay.
Am I within range of this thing, or?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right, so it is the Twiglight's turn. So he is going to attack the individual who just killed his best friend in the world, Thomas the Twig. May he rest in peace. And so he takes a swing with his claws at Ivaris.
That's gonna miss. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that it's done. Twiglight's turn is done, and now it is Ulfgar's turn.
I'm smashing this thing into the Mother Earth.
Let's do it. Make an attack roll. Oh yeah. Which roll that damage, boy. Oh yeah, you literally smash it into like just sticks and stuff go everywhere, and it is you have murdered it.
I pick up the pieces and toss them in the fire.
All right, the fire like roars, like there's roaring fire now from the pieces of these.
You guys just attack twigs.
Poor creatures that you have.
Is that really what?
Or maybe just twigs that the two of them tripped over in the darkness.
It's
Who knows?
sounds like it. Is that really?
Dude, I'm gonna attack Bungo.
Good luck getting up a tree.
I just gotta chop it down.
All right, so there are approximately 2 hours left in your long rest. What would you like to do? Well, in what would be your long rest, though?
Well, myself would be going to sleep because my failure at is done.
Yeah, I guess it's my watch.
I can't sleep anymore.
All right, so there is a fairly roaring fire. Craig, why don't you? All right, so 2 people are going back to Ivaris. What are you doing?
I'm gonna tamp down the fire so that it's just kind of barely there. I don't want anything big. I just didn't want to deal with twig blights if they came back or something.
Got it. Okay, so are you going back to meditate after you tamp it down, or?
I don't need to. I can just stay up at this point if
Okay.
I've.
All right, so
All right.
both of you roll perceptions for me then, or if Craig, if you're gonna go to sleep.
No,
let's
no.
just
If they're gonna stay awake, Bungo will take his beauty sleep. He
All right.
loves it.
Okay, so Ulfgar and Ivaris roll perception for me. Okay, so you both.
Ain't nothing
know-
biting me anymore, bro.
You both notice a rustling in a faraway bush.
Careful, it's another stick. It might fall on you.
Do we see what it is, or do we just notice a rustling?
You notice a rustling. Do you have dark vision or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Ulfgar
I've got
does.
dark vision.
Okay, yeah, you think that there are 2 more twig blights in this bush over here.
Are we rolling initiative again?
You're in initiative already.
I'll
I'm going to check it out.
So we'll say, yep, Ivaris, you get to go first.
I'll shake Pinrap awake and say more twig blights, and point towards the bushes that they're in. And grab
Do
my
we need a
bow.
roll for that, or?
I assume I could just take an action to shake him awake.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so the twig blights. Actually, I'll give you an action too. I'll move you up ahead of the twig blights because you had such a good perception roll. So what would you like to do?
I want to do investigate.
Okay. So roll an investigation. Oh yeah, they are definitely twig blights in that bush. Is there something specific you wanted to investigate?
I just wanted to see if there were twig blights.
Oh yeah, that is not 2 bundles of twigs. Those are, this time you're sure they're twig blights.
Can I attack, or is the investigation my?
What's your movement? Can you get there? Can you get over to this bush?
I think he's probably got like 35 feet of movement.
Let's see.
I've got 25
He
speed.
can make.
Oh, he might
the
have
first
just
one
30 if he's a barbarian.
So what's your movement?
Where do I check?
On your character sheet. Yeah,
Next to initiative.
You'd only have to move to this spot to hit this twig blight.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 25 speed.
Yep. So you can hit 1 if you move there where you're pointing at now.
Yep, move here, and I'm going to attack.
All right, go for it.
This one can have my great club again.
Okay. Yep. You hit it. What's the damage? Yep.
Die.
You explode it into a million pieces. More twig blight death. Okay, so it's the twig blight's turn. So now this twig blight, because the only thing it can do is attack you, is
Bring it, big dog.
going to
Please
attack
don't hurt
you.
me.
I thought that was a bartender.
Does 16.
Yes! Get away
Okay.
from me.
It misses. All right. Whose turn is it now? It is Pinrap's turn.
This big boy. All right, I'm moving it. I'm moving right towards it,
Alright,
with
go ahead.
Trident in hand, not the longsword.
All right. Give it that coy boy smash.
How do I move?
Koi
Just
boy,
use it.
smash.
All right, so I just click on Trident, right?
Yep.
All right, doing it.
Oh yeah, you hit it too. Mm-hmm. You stab the shit out of this bundle of twigs.
Yeah. All right. Not
It
bad.
also explodes into a million pieces.
All right.
And you all each get 25 experience points.
For all 4 of them, or?
Yeah, you each.
So is it
each
38 plus 25?
Correct.
Yep.
Please, somebody do the math for me.
63.
Thank you. Dwarf in real life. Can't do math.
All right,
He's
so
good at
this
hitting
is
things.
which hex did we just? This is hex 4.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's 5 because we got to move through freely on one.
No, you're right.
Remember?
No, this was the one that we moved freely through. I
Oh yeah,
thought.
and we decided to camp.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is hex 4.
4.
So we have. You guys want to do? You want to try to move to the next hex? We probably have maybe, depending on how you roll, 1 more battle before we'll call it a night. Or you could just. I mean, who knows? If you roll well, you could make it there without any more battles. Yep. That's gonna be.
JK, lol.
That's gonna. All right. So you want to? Let's see. Let's move to the next hex. All right. So you got your short rest. You're moving to the next hex, which is going to be. Yep.
I'm awake. Sun's up. What, did I miss anything?
You guys just left. You guys just left Bungo in the tree.
He
Yeah, that
deserves
sounds
it.
about right.
Good. He deserves it.
Bungo. What's Bungo? Just walk down this path anyway.
All right. So
He's got long legs. He'll catch up.
Yeah, I'm all of 3 feet.
you see.
I'm 3'6" and
Roll a
I'm
perception.
3 feet.
Roll. You can all roll perceptions for me.
Okay. Oh Jesus Christ!
Okay. Okay.
Woo!
Bungo. Bungo, you see some rats.
Damn.
Oh,
Dog,
Or
I'm staying back.
rats.
Our dwarf friend has a fear of rats now.
Dude, rats hurt.
Oh, so we completed our long rest.
No, I think you took a. Didn't you take a short rest? I think. Yeah, some people took a long rest. Some people took a short rest. Who? Bungo, did you?
do like
Bungo
you
slept through the whole thing.
Yeah, Bungo, you slept through the whole thing, so you you get a long rest.
Bungo slept through the whole night, and then I got my meditation that I needed.
Yes, yeah, so you're fine. Pinrap got bit, so he didn't make it through the whole night, and Ulfgar got bit, so he didn't make it through the whole
I
night.
didn't get bit. He
Well,
missed.
Ulfgar can't sleep for more than an hour at a time anyway.
Well, well, Booby, did you sleep through the whole? No, because you
No, I
engaged
had
him.
to.
Yeah, you fought in the last battle too, so you got a short rest as well.
long rest doesn't mean you have to sleep. You just kind of have to be restful.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Bungo, you like did nothing, so you lit a torch. That was it. That's all you did.
Which he never put out, actually, before he went back to sleep.
Okay, so the mother tree.
He's probably dead.
We burned the mother tree down, but it's okay. All right, so Bungo, you see some rats just like milling about.
Hey, there's rats. Be careful about those rats. And I'll just keep walking.
Okay.
I'll
Bungo,
draw my bow.
Bungo, Bungo.
Alright.
I don't like to kill unless I have to.
Yeah, and you're the only one who sees them, Bungo. So unless you like alert the party specifically to where they are, they will either I don't know if the rats will attack or not, but your party can't attack the rats until they see them up.
Well, I pointed them out. I'm like, hey, there's some rats. Pointed to the stuff, and then I kept walking.
I'll tell you what. I will let everyone roll perception again, except for Bungo. You already saw them.
Oh,
Oh my god.
So Pinrap doesn't see anything. Ulfgar sees the rats, and Ivaris sees the rats as well.
So,
Pinrap's
Pinrap's
I
blind.
don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just gonna hug behind my friend Bungo like Groot to that raccoon.
would you say he's like a fish out of water?
Oh, got him.
I
The
don't
fish
get it.
jokes don't end. They don't end.
Yeah, the fin never stops.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so go ahead. What are you guys gonna do? Are you just gonna try to move through the map? Or are
Try
you
to
gonna
move past them.
Okay, go for it.
I'll draw my bow and ready to fire if one of them comes towards us.
Okay.
I don't see them, but I'm following my friend Bungo like behind him, one step behind, like super
I see
close.
the rats, so I'm gonna stay as far on this side of you guys as possible.
Okay. All
So
right.
let's just stay clear.
Yep. As long as you guys stay clear of the rats don't seem to care very much that you are there. And so you guys pass through the hex without issue.
Yeah.
I could have just sliced through all of them, just spun, decapitated them all.
If
Always-
only you could see them, huh?
Yeah.
All right, roll a 1d10. Or sorry, a 1d20.
Alright, is this the last hex for the night?
Yeah, this will be the last hex for the night.
Bungo did it.
All right, Bungo. So we'll put you on this map. All right, so you're in the south,
Side.
and you see how do I get this?
16 health. That's a lot of health you have.
And he still almost died.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you
Yeah,
should try not
Tactics is a bitch.
to get hit. That's my secret.
No, the secret is to not run 3
Well,
years
I
ahead of your
had,
entire group.
We calculated it at 14 because we didn't know the actual amount.
Yeah.
But now we know the actual amount, so.
We're in 4 levels. You'll get stronger, and it'll be an issue.
Soon you'll be strong like Fishboy.
Or you find a shield. If you pry a shield off a dead, well, you can't use the shield and your
I don't want to use a shield.
Okay, so everyone roll perception for me again.
Here comes another 2. Let's go, let's go.
All right. Oh God, Pinrap sees all.
So
Hey,
does
so
Wolfgar.
Zolgar! Hey!
Okay, so you see a small. I'll show you on the map. You see a small pack of twig blights
Easy killings.
that are like just in the trees.
I was pissing over by this rock. That's why I didn't really see him that much.
You can they're not moving at all, so no one else can see them because they're like basically impossible to see when they're not moving. But the two of you are like, oh, I think those are the twigs that tried to bite us in the middle of the night. I remember the middle of the night. Those are the twig groups that tried to bite us. I think maybe.
Those are the ones that got away.
I'll let out a loud roar about the twig blades toward Bungo and our other friend Ivaris.
All right, I'll let you, but each of you roll a perception again. Just Ivaris and Bungo. The other two see them.
Bungo?
All right, Bungo still is like, I have no idea. Ivaris is still like, I have no idea about. Bungo can you can see generally what they're talking about.
Oh yes, those twigs. They look so scary.
Those bugs.
All right, so you guys can start moving through the.
I hope I don't get a splinter.
I don't see them, but I'll take their word for it. And I'll go closer to the bank of the river, and I'll have my bow drawn.
La, 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 la,
Okay,
Bungo.
Pinrap, stop for a second.
I already stopped.
Okay.
Ulfgar's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, Ulfgar and Pinrap, since you're the closest to them, can you roll me a Constitution save, please?
Oh yeah? You
Where's
want one of those
Constitution
big
save?
babies for me, huh?
Yeah.
What is
Okay,
Constitution save?
Just the Constitution under the. Ooh, Ulfgar. Okay.
Bruh, if I
barbarian.
die because I can't have HP, I'm gonna lose it.
Ulfgar, I will explain to you what happens. I'll explain to you what happens to you, and you can do with that what you will later, and that will end on that spooky note. You guys otherwise made it through the hex unabated. There was no issue, and you're on your last. You think approximately you're getting closer. You can start to see the ravine that they said that the Citadel is in, so you know that you're pretty close now.
Sweet.
And we will end there for the evening.
Thank goodness.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys are getting pretty close. Next week, we should definitely probably get to the Citadel, and you can start doing some dungeon crawling.
Oh, give me a minute. I've been holding a pee since we left the tavern. Oh. Wiz, if you want to DM me about what I'm supposed to die
Yeah,
of.
I'll send it to you tomorrow.
All right,
It's,
cool.
funnily enough, it's just called twig blight.
You get
Twig
You
blight
don't want to
farts.
know what it affects.
your foot turns into a stick.
Oh, so it's like a werewolf type thing? You
Yep,
get bit by one, you just slowly turn into one?
He's half man, half twig now.
Yeah, whenever the pollen count is severe or higher, he turns into a twig blight.
Nice.
This is so mean. Why does Ultra always get picked off?
You have allergies? Is that what's going on?
That's funny.
I'll wear twigs or allergies and pollen.
Oh man, are you allergic to the grass? Ulfgar.
That's why I stay on the road.
So, how was that for a first session, boys?
Not bad,
Sounds
not
good.
bad.
That was fun.
It took a lot longer than I thought.
Oh, that's everything in D&D.
Yeah, seriously, well, I mean, you guys were like derping around in town for so long. It was hilarious. I loved every second of it. But you're like, no, we want to find her house. I'm like, God damn it, just go to the convenience store. But it was fun. It ended up being so much fun to have you guys interact with the townspeople. I was super happy.
What's with them? All those pretty ladies not liking the fish guy. Like the fish guy's the most good-looking guy here. What do you guys think?
I don't understand. I totally agree with you.
I don't understand it either. It was just, this
My whole party likes to have fish sex, so I mean, why doesn't the ladies?
Well, let's back up.
Slow your roll, G.
it's a seemingly racist town. I mean, I don't know what.
It's not for me, but I completely understand it, and you should definitely, go spawn if that's what you want to do. I'm pro spawning, but just not for me.
Wait, you see, I'm sort of classical, like fish classical when it comes to spawning. So I just do it in the water,
Boy, you just give me them.
Goofballs. All right, cool, great. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Zach, I'll PM you what what happens to you.
I'm gonna die.
No, you're not gonna die.
What
Don't
with
say
this
that for sure.
constitution? You
Well,
mean?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I got to make some rolls. You might die, but
What with his constitution?
If
save?
you make up the rule that I die,
no, not.
I'm gonna be livid.
I said rolls. No, you're not gonna die.
So in other words, you just get fatter with more rolls.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I'll take it.
I forced actual rolls.
If I don't weigh 400 by the end of this trip, I'm gonna be done.
They're buttered rolls.
Yeah, I have Ivaris feed buttered rolls to you until you explode.
Do it.
Like
I'll die happy.
We can find a buttered roll bush.
it's like the D&D version of like that movie Seven.
There you go, you're gluttony.
All right, guys. I will.
All right, catch you later.
All right. Good night.
See ya.
Everyone on stream.
Good night.
Good night, Moon. Buenas noches, Luna.